Let's get started with our first race of Season 1. Creeper making a break for it. Mini Diamond Sword and just in time getting a really good line down there. Might be able to take some position. So did Crimson, but a bad hit slows them both down as they come up to the ladder on the first lap. Carol getting a bit of a bad bounce, meaning Mini can catch up. So does Diamond Sword and Cosmic. And Alice actually jumps on the ladder there. Now tying for that first spot. Cheese just behind Alice and Carol side by side. Mini with a bad bounce but getting knocked by Cheese there. Alice taking the long route, that's going to be costly. So does Shax. A lot of positions are lost when you go down to that lower route. So you now see Kutsi dropping down. Carol just behind trying to get the inside line. Does make it work. Ryder going down the inside of Kutsi. Kutsi losing 2 places there. Mini just tailing. To see if anyone goes down the bad route here. Looks like they were going to bounce around it so far. Boer almost going in. Jake also narrowly missing that bad route there. Looks like everyone's getting a good run round this time. So Diamond Swords has made some time on Crimson. They're now fighting for that top spot. So Crimson, not a good angle to go through there, meaning Diamond Sword can make a breakaway once again to try and take a strong lead. Almost going into that slow route there. Carol getting a good run down here, might be able to gain on Crimson coming up to the ladder. Looks like Diamond has already secured that first spot on the ladder. Creeper side by side with Crimson. Shady, Cheese, T-Dub and James are going to be side by side as well. Kutsi unfortunately just narrowly missing out. Crimson making a break for second. Shady is going to squeeze past Carol to take third. Cheese with a bump trying to get past as well. Will Cheese get the inside route? They will. Getting blocked out by Shady though, even though they're carrying more speed on that exit. This moves Cheese. Oh, Cheese squeezing past Shady there. Very good overtake, pushing Cheese up into third position. And they may even get into a fight for second here. They do. Shady getting blocked out by Carol and Cheese, dropping positions here. But Shady now blocking James. But James does squeeze on. So this means the fight for second is now between Cheese, Carol and Crimson. As Carol and Cheese have quite a bad bounce, Crimson is able to make a bit of a break, but Diamond Sword not getting good time here. Which means Crimson is going to come through for the cut through, pushing Diamond Sword out of the way and taking the position. Meanwhile, Carol also squeezes past Cheese. So this is going to be a very hectic last lap here. Especially with the slow runners in front. Could cause some disruption. Diamond Sword with a bad bounce. They are choking on the final lap, throwing all their positions away. James flying through here to steal third. So everyone is dropping down together. Looks like Cheese is going to be leading that group. Kutsi just behind. Then Diamond Sword, T-Dub, Shady and Stanky. As it looks like Carol takes the first spot. Although it's very neck and neck across the line. Photo finishes all round for this track, but it looks like Carol takes the win. Crimson taking second, James third, Cheese fourth. As it currently doesn't know where to put Shady and Demon Lover. The game seems to be freaking out a bit, so we'll see if that calms down at all. And we can actually get started with the race after this very messy start to the second race of the people are going down the same route. Logan nearly bouncing out there. Magic Monkey. Oh, Nick actually bounced over. Crimson bouncing over. So there's a chance you could fall off there if you don't make that jump. Stanky bouncing over. Staying on just. And they do. They get into first. So there is a shortcut drop there. If you roll back, there is a chance you can drop into it. Or there is a shortcut here that Wood's trying to get into. Good landing. Which will be a successful jump into the shortcut as everyone else is dropping down, avoiding it. So if we head over here, it looks like Wood will be coming out in front. Nick just making up there. Thought they were going to roll back down. So Wood is now into first. Space Cadet going down just in time, getting a bad route there. Budo taking the top route along with Mini. So they're going to get a few position gains here. Quite a few. That is a really strong shortcut to take. As Mini flies into second. Budo getting stopped there, but allowing Jake to just pass through easily. Mini flying past Wood as well. Mini going from all the way at the back to first position. That is the shortcut you're going to want to take. Jake and Mini fighting for position there. Wood is back down to 5th by the looks of things, dropping from 2nd. School of Thugs getting a really good drop down there. Potentially taking 2nd, but getting beaten by Mini. So they'll be taking 3rd with Jake just behind them. So get a couple more dropping into the shortcut. So Mini already out at the bottom there. The Shacks and Wood are coming through. That is a much quicker route. Hitting that there, they're allowing Jake to slide through. And TJ and Demon coming through as well. So a lot of fighting for positions here at the top. Is anyone going to take the shortcut? Looks like Jake's lined up, but going off to the side is not going to land the jump. TJ, not enough speed to get up the ramp. Might actually end up stuck there unless someone hits them free. This is bad news for TJ. Jake losing a lot of speed, but this means they can roll into the small shortcut. But will they be quick enough? As T-Dub comes past Alice and Cheese side by side. Jake dropping into the shortcut. He's not going to be quick enough to get up into first though. So you watch who's going to come out of here first. It's close. Stormy going to the outside, not quite quick enough to get through by the looks of things. Oh, but with that hit from Wood on the obstacle, pushing it out of the way, meaning Stormy can carry that momentum through and regain 2nd place. Going into the pipe will be a bit of a slowdown, but not a lot. Stormy now entering that straight, but taking one of these slower routes. As we go back, it looks like Mini then Wood are going to be flying up. They are both taking the quicker route here. This could be enough to get past Stormy. Stormy is losing a lot of speed through here. Who will get the better launch out the pipes? They both go the top route. Both hitting the boosters as well. Mini going through the pipe, slowing down quite a lot, meaning Wood can actually take that position and take 2nd. However, losing a bit of speed there, we would be able to drop into the shortcut. It looks like they are carrying too much speed wide. But using that cleverly, actually getting into the shortcut and blocking Mini out, a very smart maneuver there. I mean, Stormy comes through to push Mini, blocking them both, meaning Wood will actually get a good drop into the shortcut and a good launch out behind Demon. Potential here to actually take first. So it's all to watch between Demon and Wood here. And back up at the front, Stormy's got the good drop there, meaning they'll take 3rd from Mini. Demon's got stuck, Wood getting a good bounce there and taking first on the final stretch. However, getting stuck on the spinner, it looks like Demon's going to take that first back, is all to play for here on the top spot. Demon with a good run there, bounce off the spinner but pushing it in a way that could be bad for Wood. No, Wood manages to glide just through. Currently slipstreaming Demon, will they be able to make the overtake? It's very close. Hitting the spinner, slowing them down. Will Demon be able to get into the pipe first? Yes, they do. So we follow them up here. Demon crosses the line first. Wood with a slower bounce out of the pipe. Taking 2nd. Very close. Demon just taking that win there. And the fastest lap currently. Oh, the fastest lap. Yes, the fastest lap currently. I thought it disappeared for a second there, but no one else has come through. So Mini taking 3rd. Looks like Stormy will be taking 4th. So heading up the first booster. Up into the spinners. Quite a bit of fighting going on here. It looks like Crimson is going to come out on top. No, losing. We're flying through. Magic just behind. Skyline in 3rd, then School of Thugs. Magic getting a bad bounce there as we watch them go down. The jumps were not getting a good launch there, means School of Thugs will take the lead. Crimson also gaining a position, but bad bounce on the corner means, I was going to say Boer was going to reclaim second, but James has come through to take that. Crimson very close behind Boer here. They come down to the boulders. All three of them hitting the pin. Jake's going to launch in. Well, that hasn't been seen before. So Jake went for the shortcut, but School of Thugs blocking that way through, causing School of Thugs to actually get hit into the shortcut themselves and take that top spot. With James in second, it looks like Just in Time has managed to get the shortcut as well, getting in front of Jake. Then we've got Stormy just behind. What is going on up here? It looks like Space Comet has got themselves stuck. They have it stuck on the inside of this area, just not getting enough speed to get up the hill. That is definitely a bad spot to be. Mini is way off. I don't know what's happened there, but Mini has somehow left the track. That is going to be a DNF for Mini. So School of Thugs and Jake going around the outside. It looks like no one is hitting this shortcut this time around. Cutsy getting held up for a while there. So we'll watch this area fit a bit to see. It looks like Alice is going to get it. Ryder's going to get it. Skyline got it. Also pushing Stanky down. That looked like. So a few position gains there. But still gaining a few positions. Then we've got Cutsy, Shona. We've got Shax, Muffin getting the shortcut. Nick getting the shortcut, but not a good bounce. Colliding with Barto and Pesky Bird. Demon getting the shortcut. So we head up. It looks like we've had a run off here. Mario is off the track and in the dirt. So that will be a DNF for Mario. Space Comet, unfortunately, is not getting freed from that spot. That is a really bad spot to be in. That is also going to be a DNF. So further up ahead, we still have School of Thugs in the lead and James. And Budo is in trouble. On the track they did so well, and in the pre-season they have managed to get lodged behind one of the obstacles. So that could be race over for Budo. So meanwhile, back up here, looks like Cheese is getting some positions. Demon just jumping into the shortcut there. Although Cheese is actually a lap down by the looks of things, not being on the leaderboard, but it's causing some trouble for Demon, blocking them out. Demon's going to have to try and pass Cheese here before Alice can gain more time. Oh, a bad bounce though. Cheese is causing some trouble for everyone up at the front. Budo has been set free, but will also be a lap down. As we now have Cutsy coming through. TJ also a lap down. So the back runners right now are causing some trouble for the people up in front. Alice with a bad bounce through the pipe means Demon is going to get through. So Demon is now in third. Big roll around the mountain getting past Cheese. Oh, but unfortunately a bad hit there. Demon just needs to try and clear past Cheese. And then they won't have to worry about any more back runners in their way as they do. So I think I just saw James take the shortcut there getting past School of Thugs. So James will be taking first again. School of Thugs second. Demon in third. Alice has got some trouble here with Budo, but getting past. Skyline also has to get through. So Alice and Skyline are going to have to try and get past some of these back runners that will be causing some trouble. Cheese taking the shortcut, so that means... Oh, so does Alice. Alice actually cutting through. But that does mean Cheese is going to be in the way again at the start of this lap, as we are coming towards the end of the race. Lap 11 out of 12. So Alice taking the third place now. Demon in fourth. Alice getting past Cheese, so Cheese could cause some trouble for Demon. So it doesn't even look like School of Thugs would be able to do anything here, even if they got a shortcut. So it looks like James is going to be securing the win on DK Mountain. As they head down across the bridge, going down towards the finish line. And that is a win for James. Let's see if anything is happening back here. No one getting the shortcut here. That would have been enough for someone to potentially steal one of the top 3 spots. But no chance. So there is a battle going on here though. School of Thugs and Akane side by side. It's going to be a drag race down to the finish. School of Thugs just blocking them out and taking that 2nd place. There's also a battle for 4th here, but it looks like Shax is getting the better run over Skyline. And Shax will take 4th, Skyline in 5th. Then we have Jake, Shady, and unfortunately TJ is a lap behind. T-Dub also a lap behind, so Muffin will take that spot in 8th, Pesky Bird in 9th. Not bad for their first race. Just in time with the fastest lap, taking 10th. Demon 11th, Shona 12th. Boer coming through with 13th. Ryder 14th, Alice. No, Ryder is also a lap behind, so Alice 14th, dropping quite a few positions after doing so well. Logan 15th, Cosmic 16th, King Barto 17th, Stormy 18th, Space coming through at 19th, and Stanky taking 20th. So that is everyone in the points. That will be our top 20 results here. Let's see who comes out on top here. So ideally you want to hold that top line and try and get off that booster and into the middle of the bowl. So a few people in the pipe below. Let's see what happens here with Just in Time dropping down. Jake may get the booster. No, getting set back. That's a terrible route. Barto also dropping through. Close there they were. Getting the booster. Jumping in front of Budo for the shortcut. Wood getting straight into the shortcut. I mean, Wood's going to take the lead. We're just behind, fighting side by side with Budo here. To go through the boosters, it is neck and neck, fighting for that top spot on this first lap. Wood looks like they'll be holding first for now. Budo hot on the tail. Will anyone get the hop over here? Doesn't look like it. Stanky successfully getting it. That's going to be a good few positions gained there. That pulled Stanky from 11th to 5th. As we see more people dropping in above. Cheese getting into the shortcut there. This could be a big position gain. Cheese currently in 16th, but this is going to get them up to, let's see, 4th. A very big position gain, but with a bad match there, Alice is going to take 4th back. School of Thugs also going to come through to take 5th, so Cheese goes down to 6th. And Stanky absolutely leaping through. Boer seems to be in a bit of trouble here, going left and right. They may need a bump to get going again. Losing quite a few positions here, just dodging everyone. It looks like they're starting to go forward. The spinner giving them a bit of a knock might help them out. Just in Time comes to give them a nudge, gets them going again. But Just in Time taking that position at the same time. So as we see if anyone gets a shortcut on the next tier down. It looks like Andrew may. Nope, they've just gone wide. Diamond Sword will however get into that shortcut. Diamond Sword's currently in 8th. This is going to put them up to 2nd. This is a really big shortcut chance there. So it looks like currently Diamond Sword's the only one to get there, but they do get stuck between 2 obstacles. They may be able to use this to get into the next shortcut, but I think they're just going to run wide. They do. Meaning Mario and Creeper are going to lose a few positions, but no one getting that major shortcut there. As we see Shady flying off in the background, Shady is out. I think finding that same gap that they found in the preseason. Burt is also off. Just seems to happen every time I look one way, someone goes off somewhere else. It's just so chaotic here. But 2nd place. Meanwhile, Jake is flying off ahead. Let's go and have a quick check on Jake. Oh, but it looks like Mario has got stuck. Mario is stuck on a spinner. So Jake is just moving along at their own pace, just keeping that big gap in the lead. Looking good so far for Jake. Cutsy overshooting the hole though. Alice is going to get down clear of Cutsy. Looks like we have some trouble over here with Wood. Wood has got stuck balanced on one of the triangles. As we see Jake is currently holding the fastest lap as we are at the halfway point. Diamond Sword's with a very bold jump there, but perfectly landing, taking 3 spots there, getting past just in time Kutsi and Barto. Shaq's also trying to get through, but with that bounce is not going to get past Barto. Budo, Ryder, Alice and Nick also going through that shortcut pipe. Alice and Ryder with a bad bounce. Nick going to take a spot from Alice. Alice getting set back quite bad there, losing a lot of speed. Means Stanky's also going to come through and take a spot. Jake still way off in the lead. Stormy in some trouble over here. It's a very bad place to be stuck. But Andrew's going to jump into the even better shortcut here and take second. As we see School of Thugs falling off in the background. I've lost a couple of people to this spot now. Andrew also coming out in front to take third as Cheese flies out now, but a bad hit. Rebounding there. Rebounding all the way back. And Cheese is off. Cheese looking to try and go for top 3. But with a really bad bounce, which was set up a bit there. From this, I suppose it's a spinner, from this flat spinner here. Rebounding Cheese too far back and off the track, and that is race over for Cheese. Then we have Diamond Sword, King Barto, James, Shax, Nick, Side Effects and Budo all side by side, but Shax and Nick both trying to push this spinner in opposite ways. They're actually going to get each other stuck. But TJ's going to come in and save the day, sending Shax backwards. So we head over here and see what's going to happen with the pipes. Andrew gets a big jump there past Kutsi, carrying lots of speed. Straight into the pipe, going to take second. Oh, it looks like Just in Time is going to get stuck. Unless this bounce is enough. So everyone else is jumping over. It looks like Just in Time has been set free as Muffin goes through first, then Shax, Nick, Stanky, Ryder and Alice. Just in Time losing a lot of positions here with that speed loss. The Skyline and Akane come through. Just in Time slowly coming out here. Mini coming through, Demon coming through. Demon with a lot of speed there. Must have had the slipstream on Mini into that pipe. And takes the position. It worked. Crimson also taking a position from Mini. Just in Time is now out of the pipe and making their way down. As we see Space Egg closely followed by Wood, but Wood is going to go through the quicker route. Big bounce there, but gets in just in front of Space Egg. And then we have Carol. And it looks like Space Comet has got stuck this as well. I was worried that Just in Time might get stuck. Nope, they've managed to get themselves free. Shona in trouble. As Shona is stuck. Let's see. Well, that's a very bad spot to be stuck. I don't know if they're going to be able to get hit free from there easily. So it looks like TJ's got themselves very stuck. So Barto is going to take that spot there. TJ getting knocked free by James with the use of the spinner. Then Shax coming in to hold James back. Side Effects trying to help out. Akane also with a bit of a push, setting James free. Stanky coming in to help out. Barto has managed to get wedged, but Side Effects is going to free them there. Budo getting through the shortcut. It's going to gain some positions. Going to gain a position and fly past Kutsi as well to get into third. Let's head over to the pipe exits and see how this goes. Stanky, just as I say it, Stanky has done what Barto did in the pre-season. They have triggered the gravity, bounced backwards, and are now off into space. See you later, Stanky. Someone has managed to get stuck with Shona. It looks like Mini is stuck with Shona. So there's no knocking Shona free there. Okay, so Andrew is... What's happening with Mario here? Mario's in a bit of trouble here. Seems to have found a bit of flat ground and is not really moving. They will probably get knocked free, but of course they are a lap behind already. Andrew's still holding that lead. But Jake losing quite a bit of speed. Actually rolling across one of the flat spinners, interestingly. We haven't seen that before. That gives Kutsi the chance to gain some time here, but Jake sets up perfectly for the shortcut. So, running quite slow. Andrew Went for the shortcut, but didn't carry enough momentum up the ramp. It looks like the front runners are losing momentum here. Will Andrew be able to get knocked up the ramp enough? It does not look like it. This could be bad news for Andrew if they can't get over that. They went for the shortcut and it is not working out for them. So Jake has now taken the lead. Cutsy. Oh, Andrew has made it in. They may be able to keep hold of that top spot here. As they come out just in front of Jake, but they are going to get a boost away here. So Andrew luckily just keeping that lead there. Jake in second. Cutsy in third. Budo coming through in fourth. Shaq's getting stuck on a spinner here. While TJ and Side Effects come through fifth and sixth. But it's going to have to try and keep their momentum up. Same with Carol and Muffin and Diamond Swords in 20th. T-Dub coming through and James coming through just outside of the points. So as we head back up to the front runners and see how they're getting on. Jake getting overtaken by Andrew just in time to see that happen. Andrew gets the shortcut to take first. Once again away from Jake. Cutsy back in third. Budo gaining on Cutsy in fourth. It looks like they do. They get to the boost. Do they get to the boost? They do just get to the boost. I was not sure about that. But a bad rebound backwards. Could Jake... Oh, Jake almost did the same as Cheese, but is saved. But Cutsy will come through to take second place. As Jake's trying to squeeze through the outside of the pipe here. An interesting tactic. But it looks like it has paid off as Jake takes that spot from Cutsy. Cutsy now getting it back. So what is going on with Andrew up at the front? Andrew seems to have got stuck. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. So Andrew has got stuck in the pipe there. So it looks like there is a bump you have to get over. They've lost a bit of time, but they have a lot of time to play with. And they're now free again. So Shax will take that place from Budo, securing fourth. And Mario a lap behind, of course, but King Barto taking a good couple of positions there. King Barto moving up to fifth. All they have to do is make it up this final pipe, and they have secured the win on Sewer Speedway. As we see Stormy flying off in the distance. No idea where they've been launched from, but that is a DNF on the final lap for Stormy. As Jake makes their way down to take the victory. Jake is our winner on Sewer Speedway. Second place looks like it will be Andrew here. Andrew does take second. We'll head back and see what's going on with Cutsy. Also taking the safe route. With no one around, looking like they're threatening. Shax seems to be in a bit of trouble. Cutsy seems safe there. Shax has got stuck on the spinner. That is very unfortunate. Shax was in fourth. Meaning Akane is going to move up to fourth. Barto in fifth. Space Egg looking pretty stuck. I think is now down a lap. As we see Cutsy coming through to the finish line to secure that third spot. So everyone clapping their hands in the chat as we are away. So we're looking for that inside line. Bad bounce, so Stanky's going to push their way through. So Stanky's taking the lead here, Stormy just behind. Cheese taking a different route to them, slowing down quite a bit. Maybe get the inside line here though, they do. Ryder's going to come past though with a bit more momentum. So go into the first hairpin. Stanky's going to block out Ryder. Boyer has dropped quite far back through the field. So Stanky currently leading. Ryder, Stormy and TJ close together. TJ taking a position from Stormy there. Now Cheese is joining in that battle. So the first section of this track already mixing around the positions. As it looks like Stormy went for an overtake there, but Ryder managed to block them out. King Barto pushing through for some extra spots there. Demon also trying to force their way through, but getting blocked out again. Everyone is very much bumped together, but also Ryder's going to get the run down to the ladder first. and potentially the fastest lap secured by Ryder as everyone piles into the ladder. So now Ryder just needs to hold on to a top 20th spot to secure that extra point. They make their way down to the ladder once again. Can Ryder get on straight away? No, it's going to be a bounce. So TJ is going to sneak in there, and so is Stanky. Ryder getting another bad bounce, getting forced out by Barto. As we see Cheese fall off with a bad impact there, so does Diamond Sword. So this left side, as we saw in the preseason, we lost, I can't remember who it was, but we lost one off the side here. This time we've lost two. So you got to be careful on that left side with the bounces. Stanky and Mini side by side. Looks like Stanky's going to get the better release here and making it through into the lane split with ease. Side effect with a bit of a bounce, losing some time. Means Muffin's going to take the inside route and take fourth. Side effects, James, Space Comet and Stormy all going down that inside lane. Comet with the better launch, so a good bounce there. Really good by Space Comet. Pushing them up to fifth. So everyone else is starting to come through now. Ryder currently in 16th, still the fastest lap, but is going to have to make sure they stay consistent here as we've lost James. James has gone off. So Skyline with a big rebound. We're trying to hop on. Can We're secure the ladder? They do. Crimson also flying in onto the ladder. So Logan with a big jump there. Glanced away slightly there. I don't know how he got that air, but Logan leaping onto the ladder with some magic there. There's a new trick for the rest to learn. Big battle going on between TJ and Muffin here. Looks like TJ is going to keep hold of that first position though. Good breakaway there on the exit. Pesky Bird forcing their way in front of Stanky. So you have Mini trying to get past Jake but not succeeding. Then Shax, Nick, Spacek and Ryder not far behind. Boer getting blocked out by Crimson there. Andrew trying to get through but Shady blocking. Logan now hot on the tail of Boer. Boer just in the points here in 20th position. Then we have Magic, Skyline, Wood, Demon, T-Dub, Mario and School of Thugs. So everyone's still bunched up here together as TJ is coming down to the final part and takes first place in today's race. Boer got muted because they posted a link to the clip of Logan jumping. That was close for a second there, just in time coming through in second. Stormy third, Stormy actually taking third, Muffin fourth. Then Alice securing fifth, Side Effects sixth, Stanky seventh, Pesky Bird eighth, Space Comet ninth, Jake 10th, Mini 11th, Ryder 12th and securing that fastest lap point, Nick 13th, Shady 14th, Boer 15th, SpaceX 16th, Shax 17th, Barto 18th, Andrew 19th and Logan in 20th to make the point positions. So very close down to the end there, everyone's very grouped up. Now this is our first elimination race of the season. So lights go green, everyone starts making their way down. Everyone piled up towards the first corner. The inside runners getting a boost up towards the outside here. So breaking off into the two sides, quite a few people going into the pit entry lane. So they'll be slowed down quite a bit as everyone else makes a break down the straight. So Kutsi taking the lead here. Got a battle between TJ, Barto, Space Comet, and who is that? Is that Mario? It is. To come up to the first of the jumps, well, the first time around the jump. This is a 30 lap race as well. TJ already off on the inside of the track there. So TJ, our first DNF. You see Pesky Bird with a big bounce on that first bend as well. Pesky Bird is also DNF'd. Space Comet going into the pit lane here as we watch the backgrounds coming through. Jake going into the runoff. We have Demon off the track as well. See T-Dub and Andrew coming through. So, all Shady with a bad bounce of Shona there going off. Akane also going off. James and Boer coming through. Wood Mini with a lot more speed there. You see Alice, Shady, Demon and Akane stranded in the middle. So it's quite quick over as everyone spreads out. Oh, Chi's actually losing on the bend there. Haven't seen anyone go off on that bend in testing. But Chi's always finding a way. That is very unfortunate. As they head down that straight, we'll see how everyone else goes over this jump. Big bounce by Crimson, but they managed to stay on the track, losing a few positions. Vido, Skyline, Kutsi going into the runoff. So Ryder's going to take a position there. So everyone's starting to build up here with the back runners. Andrew with a big bounce in the background is going to send them off the track. Muffin with a bounce, but surviving it. Kutsi going into the pit lane. Kutsi taking the fastest lap. Side effects with a big bounce, but they are still in it. That was a lucky landing there. Losing some time, but still surviving, and that's what counts. Looks like everyone's going to get a smooth landing. Although Carol causing some obstruction there, colliding with James and School of Thugs, sending them both off. A nasty tactic by Carol there, eliminating two at the same time. Boer seems to have got themselves wedged here, but just getting set free there. Muffin getting bounced backwards. Barto with a big bounce up onto the pit wall, but landing back on the track safely. Side effects getting wedged. That could be bad news for Side effects unless they can get themselves unstuck. There is a little booster there to try and push them past, but Logan's going to give them a bit of help. So we head back here, see Stormy, Boer and Diamond Swords going over the jump there. Muffin with a big bounce into the corner is going to make them run off. Just in time hitting Stormy into the pits with a bit of speed. So we see Space Egg, Kutsi and Diamond Sword coming through. Diamond Sword getting slowed down there. Jake's going to come around and bump into them. Jake going off on the first bend because of that bump. Mini with a big bounce there. Stormy's going to come around and give them a push. Space Egg with a bad landing has now rolled off down the main straight. So you see Boer fighting with Skyline. Big bump there. Boer being pushed off by Skyline after a big collision. Skyline and Ryder side by side there with a bit of bumping, just in time colliding with the pit entry wall. Side effects going very slow down the straight. Shona with a big bounce is now going to run off the track. Space Comet, a bit of a bad bounce there. Logan, a heavy bounce, going to put them over the wall and out. Although it looks like Crimson just went off there on that first corner. We've also lost Carol. Space Comet also going off in the second bend. So just as I say that, there's 3 people just running off the track. And Mini as well, going off on the first bend, just going a bit too quick into that corner. So now it's just down to endurance. Who can keep going? Who can stay on track for the longest? And Budo, I think, went off there on the inside. Yes, Budo is going to stick to that 16th position, running off the inside of the track and over the barrier. So it is now a battle for the top 10. As Skyline has ran off, this is a chance for Stormy to take the lead, and with that fastest lap will also get an extra point if they can keep hold of it. So Shaq's flying around way too quick there, bailing out on the second corner. That'll be a DNF for Shaq for the fastest lap on that run as well. So everyone quite close together here, as we'll probably see Kutsi in the background soon going over that jump. There's Kutsi going around now. Losing some time here, so we may actually have... Oh, Stormy is off. Stormy is off on lap 29 with a bad bounce on that corner there. Stormy has left the track. So the only thing Stormy can hope for now is within this lap, everyone else DNFs. Otherwise, Stormy will be dropping down to that 7th position. As Shax, I think Shax is actually off the track, aren't they? So they've got the fastest lap, but I don't think they're still racing. It's Magic Monkey comes across the line to take the win. Side effects bouncing backwards there. Stanky's going to come through to secure that second place. Yeah, Shax is way off over there. Shax is off. Actually getting around the things that destroy the marbles out there. They're invisible. Managed to find a gap through, which meant they didn't get crossed off, but they are still holding the fastest lap. Magic Monkey actually DNFing after finishing. I'm sure Stormy would have been hoping that would happen a bit sooner. But they have secured the win. And Kutsi is going to take that third spot and secure it. Diamond Sword with one more lap to go. Kutsi then running off as well after securing their spot. So they head off down this first straight here into the first of the bowls. Looks like Andrew got a good exit there. Buddo with the best exit. Stanky dropping down. Diamond Swords dropping down. And Skyline. Stanky with a very quick drop again. James got a good entry as well. So it's all about the entry here. There's a chance you can drop straight in just in time, managing to do it on the third and potentially the most important one there. Getting into the pipe first and flying off into the lead on this first lap. So we've got Crimson in the lead, battling with just in time for that top spot. Just in time getting back into first. Then we have Mini, Stormy and Wood. Space trying to get the overtake on Wood there and making it work on the final bump. Cheese getting some positions there, Jake losing quite a few. Buddo dropping a few positions after getting a good drop into that first bowl. As we see just in time leaving the pipe first. Just in Crimson not too far behind. Then Stanky flying past Cheese. Cheese not with much momentum there. Crimson's had a bad bounce on the corner, meaning Stanky's going to come through to take that spot. Crimson's going to take it back. Wood trying to get a run up on Cheese, but losing time with that bounce. Cheese is going to try and get past Stanky, but gets blocked out. Just in time getting slowed down there. Crimson looking to make a pass, but doesn't quite make it stick. Barter in the chat saying it's T-Dub off and Shady too. Let's head back and take a quick look. So T-Dub is off the track. Good eye there. I was so focused on the front. Shona is stuck in the pipe. So that is bad news for Shona. They may be able to get themselves going. We shall see, but it looks like that is out of the points. Pretty sure Shady is still in it though. So everyone is on the stairs. Let's quickly take a look for Shady. Shady is still in it but has dropped quite far back. So Wood is now in third, but gaining on Crimson quite quickly there. Bit of a bump. Who can get the better line through here? Looks like Wood is currently on the better line. So Wood is going to hold second, dropping into the bowl here, but dropping quite far out. Might be able to get a bump off just in time to try and pull themselves in. See which line is the better one to take here, as everyone is gradually dropping into the large bowl. As you can see in the background, some of the back runners coming through. Looks like Shona is fully off now. So that is also DNF for Shona, as Wood gets a drop in first. Clearly that line was the better one to take. But they're going to keep fighting it out. They go into the spinners here. Looks like Wood's going to get a good run down there. But it's going to hit the next lot. Muffin might have the best line here. But does collide with the last spinner, not quite gaining on Crimson. Wood's got a good run down the outside of the pins here. It's going to get back past Muffin and get past Crimson. But Muffin with the better line through the triangles. While Just in Time makes an absolute breakaway in first. And Stanky flying through as well. So Wood dropping a few positions there. Muffin, Pesky Bird, then Stanky. Akane, Andrew. Oh, it looks like Mini is off the track. Mini is out of this race. Alice actually dropping back down the pipe and sending themselves all the way back to the start of the stairs. That is a very bad thing to do. I have not seen that happen before. But that is real bad news for Alice there. And into the bowl. Wood with a perfect entry there into the pipe, heading round to the end of this first lap. Pesky Bird not so good of an entry there, is going to circle around slightly, but it could have been worse. So we see Wood already making their way down. Then we have Pesky Bird coming through, Stanky coming through. Stanky with a very good drop there. Wood now dropping in, holding second now. Pesky Bird dropping through. Stanky's getting some good drops here. Already moving through the next pipe. Wood knocking Pesky Bird there, actually stopping Wood from dropping straight down. And Pesky Bird gaining that spot because of that. Already heading down the pipe. Wood will need to drop down here quite quickly. They do for the third spot. So Pesky Bird actually with a bad drop there, losing time, falling back down the pipe. Gets up on the second attempt. And heads off holding that top spot. Stanky in second. Looks like Wood might have had a bit of trouble in the pipe as well. May have fallen down as Muffin and Jake both take a spot from Wood. So Wood dropping to fifth. Space Egg just in time now coming through, followed by Crimson and Shax. Then we have Jake with a bit of a rebound. Space Egg has passed Wood, but it looks like they're all going to get onto the steps together. And just in time, just getting in as well. Ryder trying to gain. Wood getting the better release there, but hitting the next pin. And has managed to get stuck on that pin. That is very unfortunate. Imagine to get perfectly stuck on that pin. We'll have to hope someone will set them free. Will anyone bump Wood and set them free from this position? It looks like Andrew will. So Wood losing a few positions there, but fortunately being getting set free. Still inside the top 20 for points. Alice and Andrew now coming in, but bouncing backwards, not quite making it on, meaning there's going to be a big group trying to get onto this row. Mario sneaking in, meaning Andrew and Stormy actually won't get on that row. Stormy getting blocked out once again. So Stormy potentially falling out of the top 20 here by the looks of things. And falling out of the points. So Stanky now making their way up to the start finish. Oh, but that runoff down the side barrier, that is Stanky out. Stanky securing the fastest lap and going onto the final lap, actually ended up running across the side wall of the track. Off the track entirely, meaning Pesky Bird is going to fly through and will now be taking that number one spot. Muffin taking second. So, how will the drop downs on Cheese with a very good drop down there. Crimson now dropping to the pipe. Bido getting through. Mario with a great drop. Mario actually flying all the way through, gaining lots of positions there. Mario, I think, being the only one currently not to have any points in this season. So they're going to be trying to pick up some points in this race and get themselves up onto the leaderboard. So lots of action going on as we go into our final lap. Up at the front, Pesky Bird already into the next pipe. Cheese is off. Cheese has actually gone off on the corner here. He must have fallen off the track down here, must have gone into the corner too quick and dropped off. So Cheese will be DNFing once again this season. This has not been a good season for Quarantine Cheese, as we've seen a few DNFs from Cheese. As Barto says, 4 in a row for DNFs there for Cheese. Yes, 4 races in a row. Cheese has managed to DNF out of the points. That does mean someone else will be taking that second place, but Jake flies back with a good recovery. Taking second once again. Wood coming through in third, Crimson in fourth. So there's been some trouble in the pipe there. Mario Hunter flying backwards as well. They're going to be losing a bit of time with that one. Travelling backwards once again. Mario dropping again. Muffin following. Mario's currently just dropping places. They need to get on the move if they want to try and secure some points as they get going again. Getting blocked out by Skull of Thugs, but Muffin managing to get the overtake there. So they'll be joining that battle there. So you see who comes out of this pipe first. Wood with a good run out there. Looked like someone was about to bounce out there, either Wood or Spacek, but they both managed to land back on the track. Crimson absolutely tailing Wood down towards the bowl. Who can get the better line through these pins? Wood being a bit more careful, trying not to get stuck this time around. Takes the better line here, getting past Crimson as they drop into the bowl. Spacek just behind, then Budo and Logan. Ryder gaining on Logan, but is going to hit a pin. So Logan drops in before Ryder. Let's hope we can see Peskybird finish and then get back in time to see the rest, as Peskybird does have quite a big lead. Coming up to the finishing line, taking it slow and steady, not making the same mistake as Stanky. And Peskybird does take the win on the Office Prix. As Jake is now dropping off the ladder. We'll be taking that left side entry. Going up and out wide and then coming back and dropping in. So that left side isn't too bad. Could be the same with the right though, because Peskybird did take the right. Wood, pulling around the side a bit. Wood dropping in there. Spacek coming through not far behind as we see Jake crossing the line there. Wood going through the pipe. Boer is off. Boer's gone off on the final lap. We see Budo going down. Does drop straight in. Wood falling back down the pipe. Just as Wood was saying, Defo going to get screwed here and come fourth. Does actually get messed up by the pipe, means Spacek's going to take that third spot. Wood is going to try and go back up again for fourth. Wood does get fourth. What has happened to Budo though? As Budo is off. I think Budo, as Demon takes fifth, Ryder takes sixth. So much going on here at the final bit. Nick seventh, Logan eighth, Muffin ninth, Alice taking 10th, just in time taking 11th, Crimson flying through. Oof, that was nearly going wide there, but does just manage to take 12th, Akane 13th, Diamond Swords 14th. So Budo looks like they went wide out of the pipe and has fallen down the back of this area here. Magic Monkey doing the same in his School of Thugs is going to take 15th. Magic Monkey missing the finish line, is not going to take their position. Andrew moving to 16th. Mario almost getting into the points. What did Mario secure? I think Mario actually managed to secure the 17th before running completely off. They did. I thought that was going to be bad news for Mario there. Mario does secure 17th, Kutsi 18th, Side Effects 19th, and Shady 20th. And green off they go. Into the first obstacle. Let's see who's going to make it out first. So it looks like Stanky will. Cheese trying to take the inside line here. Makes it work, but losing a few spots to TJ, Side Effects, and Barto here. Them having to duck around the obstacles myself with the camera. Stanky trying to get past TJ there, but not quite making it. I mean, TJ's going to hold first here. Oh, big bounces there. So fortunately this track does appear to be reinforced all the way around. Otherwise we may have lost a few marbles off with such a heavy entry into that corner. So Stanky going off into the lead. School of Thugs second, TJ third, Diamond Swords fourth, Side Effects fifth. But they are side by side here going to the spinner on the hairpin. Positions could change here. Everyone's still very close together. Stanky in the lead now. School of Thugs pushing their way past those to take first. TJ in third. That's colliding. Stanky's going to take that top spot again. School of Thugs with the bad bounce there is going to lose loads of positions. Side Effects taking second. Magic coming through to potentially take third. No, TJ is going to slip through the inside there. Steal second. Side Effects third. Magic fourth. As the leaders are now coming over the jump up to the hairpin. Stanky and Side Effects side by side. Stanky's going to take that top spot there. Andrew's going to cut in front of Skyline. With a bit of a bounce there. Andrew's going to get squeezed through. Might have the better run over Side Effects. They do. So Andrew's going to push up to second here. Side Effects down to third. And then we have Side Effects and Barto just behind. School of Thugs getting held up on one of the domes here though. So does Stanky. So Andrew's going to push their way up to first. Side Effects going to take second as Stanky and School of Thugs having trouble with these domes. Mario finding a way off the track. Even with the reinforcements, we always manage to find a way. Someone finds a way to go off the track. So it looked like they collided with the dome, then were hit from behind, forcing them up into the air and over the edge of the track. So Andrew will continue to tail Side Effects here. Side Effects getting a jump there. Andrew's going to fly right underneath. School of Thugs being tailed by Crimson. We've got Stanky, Skyline, Mini, Wood going along the edge of the track there, almost going off. Barto, TJ and Akane very close behind, fighting for that chance to get into the top 3. Skyline in second, Andrew in third. Battle for fourth here, side by side with Shona, Crimson, Barto and Stanky. Also Shona will take the 4th spot for now. Stanky, Crimson and Barto on the back of each other, but Wood's going to cut in front of Barto here with a good move. TJ not quite doing the same. Barto's going to take that position back though. So they run up to the hairpin. Wood gets bounced out wide. School of Thugs and TJ are going to slip into that gap there. Wood gets some good speed on the exit, but it's not going to be enough. School of Thugs holds them off. Side Effects going over the jump. Stormy in the chat. Unfortunately not doing too well. Actually hosting my stream. Oh, Mini almost flying off there. It's a good thing that's reinforced, but they may have got themselves stuck. It looks like they have. Mini is likely going to DNF there, unless someone happens to bounce up and set them free. So yeah, thank you Stormy for the host. Crimson now moving up into first, but not quite making it stick as Shona takes that position back. School of Thugs looking to make a move on Skyline here. Going through the inside, makes a lunge for it, but does not succeed. And potentially losing time with that bounce. So School of Thugs trying to get through, actually dropping some positions there. Not the best entry into that area. Crimson already out of the triangles. Andrew's looking to go around the inside lane to the hairpin. Shona on the outside. I mean, Shona gets the better run of speed, but Andrew's just going to make it stick. But can they hold it? They don't. Shona with the better bounce off the wall there, crushing Andrew against the outside. So Shona in second, Andrew in third. Further back it looks like Skyline is having some trouble. Side Effects with a bad bounce there into the dome means Akane and Wood are going to move up a couple of positions here. Wood getting slightly blocked though, may go into this next dome as well, but Skyline's going to give them a push and get them back on track. Barto getting set back with a bad bounce off the dome. These domes causing trouble for everyone here. Skyline with some more trouble, means Stanky and Kutsi are going to get in front. So back up at the front, it is getting closer and closer here. On lap 8 as Andrew is right behind Shona coming into this triangle zone. And Crimson also just behind Andrew. Andrew's going to get in front of Shona, so is Crimson. And Shona gets some bad bounces through this area. School of Thugs will take a position as well. Wood's looking for the outside route down into the inside. He's going to follow TJ's line. So Side Effects, I've just realised Side Effects is actually stuck in place here. Getting knocked free by Shona. So Side Effects could cause some trouble for the front runners. And may slow some of them down here by getting in the way. So Side Effects is now a lap down. Wood's going to cut in front, so that's no problem for Wood. Wood gaining about 3 positions. Dropping 1 to School of Thugs, but gaining it back just slightly there. So Wood is moving up to 4th. Meanwhile at the front, Andrew made an absolute flyaway but has been caught in the spinners. Shona Crimson actually managing to dodge majority of the spinner here. Wood's going to do the same, meaning Wood could make a move on Shona potentially. Not going to be able to cut in quick enough though. School of Thugs coming in to push Wood there. Bit of contact could slow them both down, meaning Side Effects is now right behind School of Thugs. TJ not far behind either. As Andrew and Shona look like they collided, so Wood is going to get past Shona. School of Thugs is also going to tuck in behind Wood to get that position off Shona. Big bounce by School of Thugs and TJ. So Side Effects is going to come through there. And while all that fighting is going on, Crimson is going to try and make a breakaway in first. So as they're going into the triangles, Wood having some trouble there, losing some time, some bad bounces, means they will drop down to 6th. Crimson will extend their lead. But the top 8 still very close together. So Wood with a bounce there. Not too bad of a bounce actually. It's pushing Andrew. Might be able to get the position back. They do, so they've moved back into 2nd here. But Andrew is not far behind at all. Then we have Side Effects, School of Thugs, Carol and Shona very close together. As we go on to the final lap of the race, Crimson still holding the fastest lap. As Wood makes a move here, getting past Crimson, so does Andrew. Going into the first corner here. Andrew with a bad bounce though, slowing Crimson down even more. This is bad news for Crimson on the last lap, losing a position out to School of Thugs as well. That gives Wood a bit of time to make a breakaway, but Andrew is not far behind. So Wood getting blocked out by Side Effects there. Side Effects cuts in to take the lead. Wood usually struggling in this area. We'll see how they do. Trying to get that first place back. Looks like they have done. A rough bounce off the back there, but Crimson does the same, meaning Wood is safely in first for now. As we go into the domes. Coming down to the finish line, and Wood takes the win. Crimson takes 2nd and currently holding the fastest lap. Shona 3rd, Andrew 4th. TJ coming through in 5th, Side Effects 6th. Then Carol, School of Thugs, Cutsy and Just in Time. Then we have Stanky, Diamond Sword, Bwur, Akane, Logan, Barto, Skyline, Pesky Bird, Muffin, Buddo and Magic Monkey. That makes up the top 20 and our points. And they set off into the first corner. Skyline looking to take the inside line around here along with Stormy. They start to file into a single file route here. Into that first spinner. So we've got a bit of a block going on. A really bad block actually. Totally seizing off the track completely. So we've got a whole group stuck here that will not be all the pushing their way through. I was going to say they'll be holding back a lap, but it looks like they're going to force their way through and try and catch up on this first lap down at the ladder. Then make their way past the middle spinner. SpaceX hitting Nick there. SpaceX getting sent backwards means Stormy's going to get a position. Jake is, Akane is as well. You've got Ryder, Side Effects and James all piling in. And then it looks like Pesky Bird just got sent off there. A bit of a collision, getting squashed against the wall means Pesky Bird got forced over the edge of the track and will be DNFing from this race. Shona in a bit of trouble there, losing some speed, dropping a few positions. And then we see Wood at the back. And Snorker, we just see Snorker get forced off there by Shona. So a big collision on the hairpin has forced Snorker off the track. They have Space coming and Nick side by side there. Stormy trying to gain on them. So Demon with a bit of a bad bounce is going to lose that position. Nick blocking out Stormy. Stormy's going to drop a position to Jake. Have Side Effects, James and SpaceX with Dom falling off from the top. We haven't seen anyone do that yet. That is a new one, so I think they must have fallen off after the finish line there. Where is Wood? Wood was at the back of the pack. Oh, it looks like we have a jam up at the top here. Wood, Carol, Logan, Cheese and Alice have got themselves jammed on the first obstacle on the right side. So Minnie going down the middle is going to avoid that, but Bwur and Akane are going to have some trouble. They may have to try and push them through, or they're going to get stuck along with them. Cheese not having some good races recently, just not getting into the points and having a big DNF spree. Wood not having a good start to this race after a very good start to the last one. Boyer's going to join the pack and get stuck. Demon is going to join and force everyone through, which means they're all on the move again, but it's going to cause disruption for the front runners and has allowed Mini to make an absolute breakaway in first. So Mini's going to have a big lead here as we head towards lap 6. So everyone grouped together here. Boyer getting forced off by the pack. So Boyer is going to be a DNF. Andrew with a bad bounce there is going to lose out on a few positions and then be at the back of that battle. And then we have Shona and School of Thugs making their way around. So we come down to the hairpin. Space Comet's going to take that outside line, is going to hit one of the obstacles slightly. It looks like Akane got some trouble, meaning Jake is going to take a position there. Demon might also sneak down the outside, they do. So Demon's going to take 4th. So T-Dub getting slowed down quite a bit here on the hairpin. He's going to lose a few positions. And we'll be waiting at the ladder to get on. Kutsi just sneaking on alongside. With a bump there. Looks like they won't make it see Logan getting pushed backwards. Allowing time for the front runners to make their way past. So Barto getting forced out by Muffin there. Barto actually moved up to 17th, but Muffin's going to take a couple of positions back there. While this battle goes on, it means Demon may have a chance to try and make some distance, but it looks like Ryder is making some good time around the circuit here. But with that bounce there, Akane is going to use that to their advantage. Can Demon jump on the ladder? They do. Akane just makes it on. Ryder's going to get bounced back, not making it on time. So once again, Demon and Akane will be fighting for position as we head up towards our final lap. So Demon actually managing to get through in 3rd. Akane has Ryder gaining on them as Mini's already making their way back down to the ladder. So our top 5 spreading out a bit here. Mini on the ladder, looks like they will be securing that first place. Space Comet will most likely be taking 2nd. Now Cheese blocked Demon here, or will Demon get onto the ladder? Demon getting blocked out by the back runner. Cheese means Demon and Akane will be fighting as they come down to the finish line side by side. Who's going to take that 3rd position? So as we head up to our front runner here, Mini getting jammed, but they do squeeze through. Comet's been gaining over time, but Mini will take that win. Space Comet takes 2nd. Now be a sprint between Demon and Akane. Demon getting caught on the obstacle there. Akane with a smooth run through to 3rd, thanks to it being opened up by the first 2. Ryder in 5th. Side Effects in 6th. Skyline coming through in 7th. Jake in 8th. Budo takes 9th. Stanky 10th. SpaceX 11th. Muffin taking 12th, getting a few positions there. Shaq's 13th. And they are out as they make their way up to the ladder. Let's see who's going to get on first. A big pile up here as everyone is scrambling to get on. We have our first row onto the ladder. Our 2nd row completely filled. Barto trying to sneak onto the 3rd, but getting forced back out. And the 5th row complete. So 5 rows here, all fighting for positions. Remember, top 20 will get points. We have Stormy here on the inside. T-Dub taking the outside. Stormy's going to hit that bit on the inside and drop to the back of this pack. Snorker's going to take the lead. Logan just behind them. We have Wood in 3rd. Dom in 4th. Carol just behind in 5th. Stormy trying to get positions there, but Boer and T-Dub stay strong. Cheese just behind as our 2nd pack are making their way round. So they make their way down the drop. A big sprint now to the big curved corner. Bad bounce there for 2 of our racers. Everyone flying in the air on this bend. Blur with a bad roll there is a little bit stuck because everyone groups up together here. But Diamond Sword absolutely flying through. He's heading back down to the ladder again. Snorker got a bounce, which means a few people are going to catch up here. Cheese flying in side by side with Snorker, so Cheese will be fighting for first with Snorker. So we then have Diamond Swords and Blur leading the pack here. Dom just behind, and just in time Carol, Shady and Wood side by side. Wood's going to try and look at taking the position through the inside. Carol with a bad bounce means Wood will actually gain 2 positions there. Everyone bumping into each other on this corner. As we lose TJ going over the edge of this bend, going into aggressive, probably pushed up against the edge by someone else. So everyone's flying down to the bend. Let's see if there are any big position changes here. Looks like Snork is going to take first back. Wood with a massive bounce backwards there. Big loss of positions. A very big loss of positions. They're now being blocked out of the ladder. So Snorker gaining some good time there away from Cheese. Cheese is now side by side with Diamond Sword and Just in Time. Let's see how things go on this corner this time around. Will everyone be able to keep themselves on the track? Andrew getting forced up onto the wall here. This is a bad spot for Andrew to be in, losing loads of time up there. Does drop back into the track, but will be joining again at the back, unfortunately. Everyone piling into this corner. We're going to follow the main pack down here. See what happens on this bend. So MC a bit slow there. Diamond Sword not quite getting enough speed. Oh, but MC has bounced over the edge and will be off. That'll be a DNF for MC, rolling off the edge here, exiting that final bend. Missing out on that ladder position. Westport getting a bit of a lead. Snorker with another spot on the ladder. Absolutely flying away at the moment, making great time up in the top spot. As you see everyone else piling on now. So Demon now at the back. It looks like Shona is off. I just realised Shona is off and out of the race. Snorker having some trouble on the exit. Diamond Sword's flying around there. Dom losing a lot of speed on this curve, meaning Carol's going to gain a spot. Dom looking for an exit though. A little bump with Carol blocking Carol out. Means Dom gets a decent exit. However, he's going to drop a position here. Getting pushed on though. So unfortunately not battling with Logan anymore as we've gone into our last lap. He is now side by side with Alice, Carol and Diamond Sword. So it looks like Carol's going to be leading that pack. Alice just behind Dom looking for an overtake, but it's just getting totally blocked out here. So we're going to go to our front runner here, coming round to the final straight of the track. Heading down to the finish, and Westport will take the win here on Minty Mania. Just behind we've got Snorker coming down. Logan not quite doing enough to gain that second spot. Cheese coming through as well. Dom managing to get past Carol. So Cheese actually taking the fastest lap as well. So Logan third, Cheese taking fourth there, Dom getting fifth. Carol 6th, the big pack coming through side by side there. Look at the differences in those times. There was nothing in it. Alice 7th, Shady 8th, Diamond Sword 9th, T-Dub 10th, Stormy 11th, Wood 12th, Just in Time 13th, Crimson 14th, Boer 15th, Pesky Bird 16th, Nick 17th, School of Thug 18th, Space Egg 19th, and Stanky 20th. That makes up our top 20 in the points. So as we head down the first area here into the split. So we've got the quicker route round here, but also the riskier one. We're going to run this one at quite slow speeds, to be honest, just to try and keep an eye on everything that's going on. Maybe not quite this slow. We're having some trouble with Just in Time and Ryder there getting caught up side by side. Hopefully they will get released at some point. It looks like they do. Meanwhile, let's head over to the jump here. Demon taking a bit of a bounce. See if we lose anyone off the jump. Yes, we've lost Crimson straight away. Carol just surviving off the bounce. Anyone going down the middle here? So the middle route being a An instant DNF as well. Everyone piling up here. Shaq's getting very close. Barto also getting pushed very close. Just surviving. It doesn't look like anyone so far. Cutsy and Jake narrowly missing that doorway. Nick just rolling across. Very close as well. So it's like Skyline is stuck on one of the pins. So everyone's surviving that part there. No one falling off the bridge either. So you head up to the top bit. Demon is currently in the lead. A good landing off that jump. So Magic with a strong jump there will be landing on the top. Demon, oh, unfortunately falling straight back down and into the DNF. Just as I said, not to jinx them. Unfortunately, DNFing off the jump here. So yes, very well may have jinxed you there. So it looks like Cheese got in some trouble, but Shax has helped them out, getting them on the move again. Westport just making it on as well on the lower section. We lost Creeper Carlton just in time to the dead end. So far, no one has fallen victim to this little house. But there are still many laps to go. So Shona getting a bit close there. Boer straight into the middle, so that is a DNF for Boer, getting crossed out of 15th. Nick also falling into the house of Doom, I suppose. Cutsy going in as well. So clearly anything I say just jinx the race. So best hope I don't start talking about any of you watching. Oh, Muffin very close to going in there. Or will they get hit and saved? Oh, School of Thugs and Mini colliding. That took Mini out of the race. Wood still stuck in a bit of a loop here. Going to get nudged free, but is back in it and now heading towards the dangerous side. And they are going down into the DNF. That is Wood out of the race as well. So Wood and Mini both in the top 10, possibly even in the top 5 now out. It looks like we've lost Budo as well. Budo is now rolling down into a DNF. Cheese is out somewhere. Just noticed Cheese crossed off. So head back to this House of Horrors. Side effects looking bad. Side effects into the house. DNF there from 7th. I think Barto went off somewhere up here. And we just lost Snorker there into the rocks. So School of Thugs up the jump will go up to 2nd. Magic Monkey will push up to 3rd. And I see Side Effects has also gone off. We have lost Side Effects. Alice will get a DNF there into the rocks. Dom also DNFing there, as we've also lost. Seen a few people getting crossed off now. Magic Monkey in the background off the track. Stormy still holding that first place and fastest lap. So Shady coming through, avoiding Skyline. Stormy is off. I don't know where that happened, but Stormy is now off. They do have the fastest lap, but this may... Oh, Skyline gets set free there, but they may lose first place because of this. So Barter, yes, if Skyline is set free, well, it is set free clearly, but if Skyline gains these laps back without going off, Barter, you will be knocked out of the points. So you see the front runners just at the bridge. It looks like TJ has managed to get stuck on one of the logs that are there to help protect people from going off. School of Thugs is going to avoid them, but if someone does hit TJ there, this could result in at least one of them, potentially both of them, going off the track. Stanky's going to get past the house, no trouble. So, teed up potentially could collide with TJ here, which could also cause trouble for Skyline. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Bounce backwards, Skyline's going to drop down slightly. I mean, teed up can actually get through without any contact. So an interesting strategy there that has worked out for teed up nicely. Westport, I think, is narrowly going to avoid TJ here. They do. So TJ is still stuck in 10th on that log. Some big airtime there. Skyline falling back down. This could be bad. They could head down to the DNF point. They are. The Skyline is going to be DNF'd from 11th. Shady and T-Dub getting DNF'd. I think that was back here. So, and MTW stuck. So making their way down towards the bend. We see TJ still stuck there. Westport just entering the steps. School of Thugs going up around this bend. And round the final corner down towards the finish. So School of Thugs will actually take a win here at Total Extermination. School of Thugs not doing so well previously, having trouble with getting up into the points. Pesky Bird going back down the bounce pads once again. Looks like this time they've made it round. And we're going to see Westport securing second. No, Westport not securing second. That is new. I haven't even seen that happen in testing. Westport looking to secure second place there, going so well, and then with a bad bounce off the final part of this corner, they sent themselves back down to the start, and it's going to have to go around again, which means Stanky is going to come through and take second. Logan's going to come through and take third. Westport with a really bad choke on that final corner, going off the track. So they're going to have to go back around these obstacles again. So Pesky Bird avoiding the outside of the corner where Westport went off. So where is Westport going up the jump now? And to make back that time. Although there is no one threatening Westport's position anymore, as there are only 5 still on the move. TJ and MC stuck and looking to be DNF'd. So Westport going towards the outside again, but this time actually taking a better line back in and heading down towards the finish. So Westport taking 5th. So lights, oh, red, and there we go, green lights. They are off. So Alice trying to make an early lead here, getting through the pins just in time, is going to get through and out of the pins first and into turn 1. Crimson will be following just behind Alice in 3rd. So everyone's still quite bulked up. Is everyone making it through? It looks like everyone is getting through the pins here. No one getting stuck this time around. So just in time, trying to make some distance up in first. Crimson getting pinched by Alice there. It's a bit of a competition for first here. So Alice jumps up to second. Bodo not far behind. Just in time, bounce off the pin. Alice with the bounce. Crimson's going to take the inside line there and go into first place. Just in time, second. Minnie coming through to get a position on Alice. Alice is going to take that spot right back. Just in time, fighting with Alice now, side by side, as we go into the zigzag. So just in time, pushing their way through to first. Crimson's now going to take that spot. So some fighting going on for this first place through the zigzag. Everyone very grouped up here, slowly making their way through. As we can see how the grid order is laid out, we've got Logan at the back. We'll make sure that no one's got stuck anywhere. It looks like everyone has made it through so far. some big gains as they're coming up to the exit of the zigzag. Diamond Sword's going to try and take the right side. Stanky getting pulled into the longer route. Very unfortunate. So as the top four bouncing around here. See Diamond Sword just followed by Baz. So I don't think there are any setback points here. There is that little shortcut there, but we never saw anyone actually get into it because of the way it's designed. We could potentially see someone shortcut here. We do. Skyline sneaking through that shortcut. Just in time with the bounce. Doesn't quite line it up right. Baz sneaking through though. McWave almost pushing Alice, and Shona's going to sneak through. So Baz taking the lead, Shona second, Skyline in third. Thou who shall not be named. So Skyline looking on the bad route here. Skyline is going to get set back a lap. Shona also looking on the bad side, also getting set back a lap. Which side's Wood going to go? The same side, but actually manages to jump over the booster there. Demon getting set back. See, I can't even blame me for that one. Ryder coming through, Crimson coming through, just in time through, TJ through. A few people getting set back here. So James, Zor, Dazza, School of Thugs all getting set back. Westport getting set back. Quite a few people this time around actually getting caught in that setback area. Demon saying they were so high up and now they're not even on the board. Barto blaming me for that. Saying I jinxed them once again. So in the zigzag, Baz with a bit of a distance. Crimson in second. Getting some good bounces here. Jake in third. Ryder trying to look for a pass on Wood. Wood now looking to try and get past Jake. It might happen here. They do. But with everyone colliding and fighting for positions, this will allow the pack behind to gain some time. But not if they get stuck. So Nick and Diamond Sword getting a bit stuck there. Magic managing to get through. So Baz approaching the end of the zigzag. Ryder getting past Wood. Wood getting slowed down. They're getting blocked out by Just in Time and Jake. We need to get moving again before Magic drops down. They do. Diamond Sword cutting past Nick and Magic. So at the front it looks like Jake may have taken the top spot from Baz. They have. And Space Egg is off in the distance. I think that's our first run off, our first DNF here. Wood getting past Baz as well. Baz seeming to lose a lot of time in this area. Everyone is getting a bit more spread out. Oh, Boer getting through and actually pushing T-Dub over the wall. So both Boer and T-Dub managing to sneak through there. That will gain them a few spots. So up at the front, Jake getting through the shortcut there. That's going to make some big gains for Jake in the lead. And across the crossroads, clean. So anyone else get through here? Just in Time has T-Dub has. So T-Dub making big gains this lap. We'll be moving up to third, I think. Yep, Just in Time up to second. T-Dub up to third. Boy's going to be going up to fourth, just missing Muffin on the crossroad. Oh, that was very close. Wood almost colliding with Dom there. Baz coming through just behind Cheese. Crimson through clean. Side Effects just getting through in front of Ryder. Making their way through. All getting past clean. Crimson could be in trouble here as Crimson gets set back. Baz getting set back as well, but they are just in front of Shona. But Baz and Crimson are now set way back from the top 10. Cheese now getting pushed back as well, just to make the season even worse for Cheese. Nick has managed to get themselves stuck. Stormy's going to stick to the outside. Dom doing the same. Will anyone hit Nick free here? So Shax and Budo side by side fighting for position. Shady, the creator of this map, of this track, actually coming through. Ryder getting set back into School of Thugs there. We're just realising that they're up in fifth. Yes, you got some good shortcut grabs there. Made some really good time, and so did T-Dub in this lap that's just gone. Just in time is going to fly through to take first hit. Jake losing a lot of time on that lap after making a breakaway in first. Space Comet almost doing it, but not quite. Andrew is now through. Creeper Carol falling off in the background there. Looks like it was on that fast-paced bend over there. So Carol is now DNF'd from this race. McWave unfortunately not quite getting through there. The shortcut T-Dub does. Is going to take that spot from Andrew and move them up to third. Everyone else currently taking the longer route down the hairpin. Snorker getting the shortcut, Wood getting the shortcut. Side effects could be lined up yet, giving Cutsy a bit of an assist as well. Muffin coming through, TJ coming through. McWave may lose the positions here. They do. TJ and Muffin getting the better run. Still no collisions on the crossover by the looks of things. Wood in trouble on one of the apples. Will they get set free? They do. So they're back on the move, haven't lost out too much there. Make sure no one back here is going to get set back. Alice not looking good on the inside line here. Not much speed either. They will get pulled through, colliding with Nick. But just in front of Barto. Side effects getting the shorter route here. Snorker getting the shorter route, but getting stuck on the pin in the middle. That's going to hold them up. T-Dub coming through now. Shady getting through the shortcut as well. We haven't seen much of Shady this race, but they've come through here to 7th. Pushing T-Dub to 8th. So the best hope for the back runners at the moment is to just try and grab every shortcut and keep a consistent race. And there's a chance they could try and push their way up into the points in the top 20. So Snorker and Shona very close together here. So Jake coming across the crossroad, T-Dub just behind. Magic colliding with McWave there, which means McWave is actually going to gain a few positions. In second, Side Effects trying to catch up, but there's a bit of a gap. And then a really big gap back to Muffins. It looks like we've lost Minnie. Minnie is off the track and will be a DNF. Then Space Comet, Andrew and Side Effects. Andrew's going to take the shortcut and push himself up into first. Very strong move there. Just in time, and Diamond Swords very close behind though. School of Thugs in some trouble here, stuck in a very small gap between the boosters. Andrew's going to get that shortcut as well, just in time isn't. Diamond Swords also isn't, so Andrew's going to make a breakaway here on lap 5. So we see Dazza actually stuck on an apple. And as we say that, Andrew is stuck against an apple. So somehow, Dazza has got themselves stuck on the top of an apple. So I think that might be race over for Dazza here, but that is quite funny. Boy says hilarious. It is. I have no idea how that's happened. The perfect balance. So trying to get past Zor, who is one of our back runners here. It's actually going to slow everyone down. So this will make the fight for first very interesting. So this whole top 10 is going to be a battle on this final lap. So Space Comet getting through Shady, also getting past Andrew here. TJ slipping past McWave, but McWave will take that spot back. Shady plays actually coming into first here. Andrew getting into second, Space Comet dropping to third, Stanky's coming through to fourth. McWave being fifth, Stanky getting another position. Space Comet's going to get stuck here, but breaking free just behind TJ. So Andrew now trying to reclaim that top spot. Trying to make a breakaway here as they are coming up to the exit of the zigzag. So Andrew breaking away in first. Some of those I think are back runners though. So now there's a bit of a mix up between the front and back. So School of Thugs taking the shortcut. But that is no worry for Andrew here. It may cause some trouble, but it's not going to be a problem for positions. So Andrew holding the lead here, going across the crossroad. Then we have McWave fighting with Just in Time for second, Stanky in fourth, Shady fifth. TJ getting blocked out there, may lose a position to Space Comet, but I think they've got the inside line, so they are fine. Shady getting the shortcut here is going to gain some spots, so does Space Comet. TJ not quite making it in. So McWave moving up to second, Shady's going to move up to third. Space Comet's going to move up to fourth, still holding a fastest lap. So Andrew with a big gap here into the lead. Alice is a back runner, so no worry there for Shady. As Andrew crosses the line, taking the win here. Shady is going to be taking second. McWave will take third, Space Comet will take fourth, and currently the fastest lap for that extra point. That looks like Stanky is going to come through with fifth, but Diamond Swords, Jake, and Just in Time very close behind. So it's going to be a fight for them down to the line. Stanky does take fifth, Diamond Swords sixth, Jake seventh, Just in Time eighth. TJ coming through to take ninth, Side Effects in 10th. Skyline a lap behind, so Magic will be in 11th. And the lights are green and they're off down towards the ladder. So Demon saying no jinxing this time. I will try my best. So everyone piling onto the ladder here. Space Egg up at the top on their own. Everyone else piling in behind. A bit of a queue on the corner. So there's going to be some big time losses for the people at the back here as they're waiting to get onto the ladder. Making their way down the straight, getting a clean run down the outside. There's going to be some contact here. So it looks like Dazza gets the best run. So Dazza will take second here, Akane in third, Nick fourth, James in fifth. So they start to drop down towards this lightning bolt here. Stormy getting held up there by quite a few people with some position losses there, so is Logan. But they head to the cannon. Now this is where things can go wrong. As shown here by Dazza, he's sent backwards. Nick also having some trouble being sent backwards. Alice getting fired, flying through. The other thing that can happen is they can shoot too quickly through this pipe and miss the checkpoints at the other end, as we see Mario flying out the other end of the tunnel and off the edge. So Mario will be our first DNF here today. Skyline rebounding off the top of the pipe and is gone. Quack getting sent backwards. Then Westport and Alice just behind Crimson looking to make a pass but doesn't make it work. Barto trying to sneak through the middle, not enough pace to do that, so Crimson's going to get in front of Alice. Barto being gained by Dazza and McWave. Then Boer, Mini and Nick just behind. So we see the first two get shot off there. Everyone's starting to approach the cannon. James flying through there, but I think that was some checkpoint misses. It was. James got a lot of speed there, flew through all the way down to the ladder, but in doing so has jumped the checkpoints, putting James a whole lap down now. So there's a problem if you are too quick through here. Oh, Logan is stuck. Just going off track here, but Logan has actually got themselves stuck. Let's head up to these front runners, see what goes on here at the cannon. So McWave sent up, big bounce though, sending them off the track. It looks like they curled around the pipe, went too high and flung themselves over the exit point. As we see Quack getting sent off after a collision with Zor there. Zor colliding with Demon Swords as well. Demon Swords causing trouble for Dom, so a good few collisions there. Side Effects getting sent backwards a bit. Magic Monkey getting through clean. Making some good pace here, keeping that lead. So Boer having trouble going towards the pipe. Cheese is going to fly through. That jump though, did they get that first checkpoint? So it says they're in front of Andrew, so we'll see as they come through here, they did. So a very good move by Cheese, just clipping those 2 checkpoints. Means Cheese is going to move up to 7th. Bounce is going to slow Demon down. Mini looking to pass Cheese, they do. Also making an opening for Demon. Demon side by side with Cheese, going to cut through, also going to get past Mini. Demon managing to take 2 positions there from Mini and Cheese. Very good move there. Mini getting set back there. See how the drop goes. Cheese getting the drop on the inside. Mini trying to get better. Andrew actually falling off the edge there. That was one of the things we were saying. Could this happen on this area? Is it blocked in the showcase? And we did not find out. But it looks like we have found out. Andrew dropping off the back means they're going to skip half the track, missing the checkpoints and putting them a lap down. Oh, Crimson with a bad bounce there is going to roll backwards. Crimson is stuck. Crimson is stuck on the point. Oh, Akane come flying through, jumping the checkpoints there. I don't know if they managed to hit them. It doesn't look like it. Stormy comes through to free Crimson. Akane dropping spots here, so Akane is now lapped down after jumping over the checkpoints. Westport flying off. So a lot of action going on this lap on the exit of the pipe. As there's a battle between Stormy and Crimson here. Mini coming through as well. Mini cut in front of Stormy. Stormy taking that position back. So Stormy will be taking 3rd alongside Crimson on the ladder. Mini in 5th. So Crimson going down the outside line though. Stormy getting a bit of a bump there means Crimson's going to drop into the cannon first. A good launch there for Crimson. Stormy with a bad launch but getting hit by Mini. So Mini's going to be rolling backwards here. Stormy getting pushed through. Cheese with a rebound as well. Mini getting hit through I think by Shax there. Cheese rolling through. It looks like Demon and... who's that having trouble? School of Thugs both caught up in the pipe here. Push from Stanky's going to help. Stanky's going to get set back into Buddo. So everyone just piling into each other into the pipe here. Boyer's going to come through and help Buddo. Barto is going to use that time to fly through for some positions. With a bad rebound there, won't quite make him stick. But that has meant that all of these are now grouped together. So big fight going on as we also see SpaceX heading towards the finish line. So we will see SpaceX cross the line here to take the win. And in the background we will see the front runners fighting for position. Crimson with a big bounce there, trying to catch up with Dazza, but isn't going to be enough for the end here. So you see Stormy flying through, a very quick fly through. So Dazza will take 2nd. Crimson didn't take 3rd. I think Crimson might have missed a checkpoint with that leap. So it looks like Mini's going to take 3rd. Stormy's going to take 4th. So Crimson missing the checkpoints with that lunge at the end. Demon's going to take 5th. And then we have Shax, Cheese, Baz, Boer, Buddo, School of Thugs, Space Comet all very close together coming across the line. Then Logan, no not Logan, Logan's a lap behind. Barto taking 13th, TJ 14th. Carroll coming through for 15th, Stanky 16th. Nick 17th. Wood will take 18th. Pesky Bird looking to take 19th. And then it looks like it will be Shady coming to take 20th. And they are off down to the first corner here. Everyone piling in. We're losing 2 there. Shona and Mario getting forced off. Mario with a bad season so far, so it's quite speedy coming down there, especially if you dodge all the rough walls and fly down there. It'd be very risky. And if you get bumped by someone else, as you saw there, you can get forced off the edge. So Skyline taking the lead, Crimson with the bump. Diamond Sword's getting bumped back. He's going to lose quite a lot of space. Diamond Sword's going all the way to the back there with that bump. So that was a very costly bump for Diamond Swords, getting held back, losing, I think that was a top 3, at least top 5 position all the way to the back there. So Crimson in the lead. Muffin looking for the pass, does make it. Skyline tailing just behind. So the first few are through. They won't have much contact. Now the middle pack will be close together, so there could be some bumping here. Oh, and there goes McWave and Demon both off there. So with the pack so tight together, it does cause some contact, which can throw some of the racers off the edge. Dropped back somewhere. Don't even see them on the leaderboard now. As we just see Just in Time get pushed off as well, is the danger of being so close together. So everyone's piling into this corner here. Snork getting howled back. Just managed to get in front of Stanky. Shady losing a few spots, but with a good bounce there, is going to take the inside line here. Passing Wood and Stormy. When they start to spread out, it's usually okay. But if you've got people around you, it is dangerous, as we see Carrot and Stormy both fly off the edge there. And Diamonds as well, so there is a little bump on that corner as well, which is very dangerous. Logan looking for a straight shot here, is going to clip the edge. Losing a lot of speed, someone could take a straight shot here. It could be Crimson, but getting pushed by Cutsy. Quack going around the outside, a big sprint here. Quack's going to take the outside, big collisions there. Akane taking first, Cutsy second. Muffin getting forced off the edge there. Cheese with a big hit from James, fortunately just staying on. See if we lose anyone. Wood gaining a position past Budo. And Dazzle into a Cheese is off. Cheese is off. That'll be another DNF for Cheese this season. So they'll all be fighting for positions down this straight into the first corner. Zakane makes a breakaway while everyone's fighting for positions. Kutsy's going to hit Quack. Quack with a bounce off the wall, but it looks like they got a clean break. We're carrying a lot of speed into this first corner. You have to make sure they don't hit the corners too hard. They survive it. Tita with a heavy hit as well. Logan getting pushed backwards, losing a lot of places this lap. See if anyone else goes off and hits that bump. Side effects over the edge. Side effects is out. At the other end of this tunnel, it looks like they will. So Crimson now moving into first. But Akane is right on their tail. Bounce there. Crimson not letting them pass. Cutsy with a rebound there is going to slow down. Barto's going to give him a push, assisted by Andrew. Andrew's going to cut through the inside and it's going to work. So heading up to the front again. Crimson making their way down. Boer with a good run. Quack with a good run. Boer hitting the back of Akane. So some fighting there as Akane blocks Boer out. But Boer's going to make the pass. This does allow Crimson to try and make a breakaway in the first spot. Akane getting back pass, taking second once again. Quack getting in front of Snorker and T-Dub. So everyone's starting to spread out a bit more now. We're on lap 7, so there's still a chance for a lot of positions to change as the gaps aren't too big, but they are spreading out for a bit more cleaner racing this time around. As Crimson and Boer heading up to the top. Boer bouncing backwards. Crimson's going to make a breakaway for that second spot. T-Dub's going to come down here with quite a bit of pace. Does not have enough speed to get past Boer though. But going on to this next lap, they'll have a chance to make a pass. As they go on to the final lap, they'll be wanting to hold that top spot for this one last lap. Alice flying through here, slowing themselves down at the very end. Boer pushing Crimson into the wall, meaning T-Dub's also going to fly through. Could be a collision here. Nope. A little bit of contact after the corner, but keeping it relatively clean. That means T-Dub's moving up to second, Alice third as we're into our final lap. T-Dub currently in second with quite a bit of a gap back to Crimson in third. Crimson has Alice just behind. Quack and School of Thugs also in just enough distance to be able to compete for third. Alice gets set back there as Quack, School of Thugs and Boer come through to take a few positions. But now up at the front, Akane just has this one final sprint. T-Dub trying to gain, but it's not going to be enough for the end unless they can get a good run down here and Akane hits the walls. But it looks like they've got a good sprint straight down the middle. Bit of impact there. Can T-Dub catch up? I don't think it's going to be enough. So Akane crosses the line and takes the win here. T-Dub flying through to take second. As we lose Shady in the background. Crimson having trouble with the wall here. He's going to collide with School of Thugs. School of Thugs with a collision with the wall as well. Who's going to cross over? Boer comes through and takes third. Boer flying through with the third place steal. School of Thugs Crimson taking fourth. School of Thugs fifth. Then TJ 6th, Kutsi 7th, Magic 8th, Dom 9th, Quack 10th, Alice 11th, dropping quite a few positions in that last lap. Stanky 12th, Dazza 13th, Snorker 14th, Andrew 15th, Barto 16th, Wood 17th, Zor 18th, Logan 19th, and Jake 20th. What a steal by Boer to take that third place at the end there. The lights count down here. And it is green as they pile in towards the ladder, so it'll be a bit of a group up here to start with. But it does mean a lot of people end up side by side, so there'll be quite a good race coming off this ladder. So you can see the leaderboard queuing crazy at the moment. I'm trying to work out the positions, so speed things up as this is a fairly tall ladder here. We do, it's going to be Side Effects, Cheese, Muffin, and Carol going off into the first corner. Side Effects taking the lead, getting the inside line. Cheese taking second. Carol making the pass on Muffin. Mini coming down here to try and gain and get into the top 5. No, top 4, sorry, they are in the top 5. Trying to cut around the outside, but it's not going to make it work. Looks like Carol, Side Effects, and Cheese are going to be side by side for that top spot. Then we've got Shax, Baz, and Muffin just behind. Boer saying that one fell off. They did. Good spot because I missed that. So we now go down to the front runners coming underneath. Side Effects with a bad bounce. Cheese going down the inside line. Side Effects losing a lot of pace, but managing to block Shax out. But Cheese is going to take that second spot. So we see Baz losing more positions there. Into that first corner, Cheese getting knocked back. Zor's going to take first, but Side Effects is coming back for that position. Some contact as they battle for that second place. Very tight between these three here. Looks like Zor's trying to break away from the pack, but Side Effects won't let them. Staying very close together here. Tight race, so everyone, well, all three of them going very clean through that section, not hitting the walls or making a bit of a breakaway, while Side Effects and Cheese are fighting here. Cheese going for the overtake, going up into third, starting to separate out, but what will happen at the ladder? Carol's been delayed and Zor's going to jump on alongside Carol for the fight for first place. Side Effects and Cheese side by side, Westport, Mini, Muffin jumping on there as well. Then Shady, Skyline, and James. When you're on your own, it's not as bad. Carol taking the inside line, so he's always making a bit of a breakaway. The battle here, Cheese at the back, but he's going to move through 2 positions from Shady and Skyline. Side Effects taking third. Oh, Cheese getting bounced backwards by Westport, so is Skyline, so they're going to have some trouble with each other. Dazza with a bad contact with Skyline. So Cheese dropping a few spots there, is now down to 8th as we see Zor coming down the straight, very clean through there. Carol also with a clean run through the sand, but bad contact with the wall meant they got stuck, so Shady's going to come through, look for a pass, but won't make it work, just colliding with the back of Carol there. As we see Ryder going off in the background. Ryder is off on that bend. So that is our second DNF of the race. So Skyline trying to go around the outside, but Westport's going to hold them off. Cheese with a better bounce this lap will take a spot from Shady. Dazza trying to make a pass but won't make it work. Shady trying to get back past Cheese. Jake with some trouble. Cheese will gain that position. Heading down to the sand. Westport's having some trouble there, so Cheese is going to fly through. So Cheese moving up a few spots there. So Zor with a very good run there. Side effects go, look at taking the inside route down here. Doesn't work with a collision on the edge there. So Cheese is going to come through and take third. The Cheese making their way up into the top 3 now. But Side effects taking that position back. Jake also looking to try and get involved while these two are fighting for position. Side effects making a bit of a breakaway. Jake going down the inside will take that spot from Cheese. Shady now looking to do the same. They do. Baz attempting the same as they go up to the ladder. Jake will get on. Shady will get on. Cheese will not this time around. So Cheese is now side by side with Dom, Westport, Baz and Minnie. Jake seems to be having some contact with the wall while the battle is getting closer and closer. Zor carrying more speed down here. Makes the pass on Carol. Comes back across, collides with them, so Carol will keep hold of that first spot as they go up to the ladder and actually joining the back runners here. So the back runners could cause some trouble for these two at the front as they've joined the ladder side by side. Side effects not quite making it on with them. We'll have to wait for the next section. So with everyone so spread out, the front runners are already on the move again. Side effects actually got past Zor as well. So Side effects now in the battle, looking to try and get up to first in the late section of this race. So Zor and Side effects battling side by side means Jake also looking to try and get up into the top 3. Zor getting slowed down there is going to slow Side effects down. So Jake is now very close behind these two. So Creeper Carol now coming up on the back runners. This could cause some trouble. This could actually slow them down a bit. If they make it onto the ladder alongside Just in Time, then Side effects Zor and Jake side by side on the ladder. As we're on lap 11, Shady and Baz, Dom, Westbrook and Dazza. So Side effects just behind Carol here, then Jake. Zor getting passed by Baz. Zor's dropping positions in the second half of this race. So Just in Time having some trouble, meaning Carol... Oh, Cheese has gone off. Cheese has bounced up into the sand and is out of the race. A very unfortunate end to Cheese's race. So they were doing quite well in the points, and now it is all over for them. Carol getting a good bounce off Just in Time. Their Side effects behind them. Westport with a bad bounce means Shady's going to come through and take that spot. Zor dropping a few positions still here, trying to hold out in front of Skyline and Dom. Minnie's going to get past Dazza. Further down we see Jake heading through the sand, going the outside line. A good line through there. Creeper, Carol having some problems. Side effects going to come through. Baz is going to come through. Shady coming through and Westport coming through. Carol dropping positions there in this final lap with a bad run through the sand. Jake coming down to the finish line now. So Jake taking first. Now this could block up some people here. Baz getting a rebound, meaning Side effects actually ends up coming second. Baz third. Shady fourth. Westport fifth. Carol 6th, Dazza 7th, Zor 8th, Dom 9th, Skyline 10th, Minnie 11th, Logan 12th, James 13th. So they're off. See if anyone gets into the shortcut. They do not. So everyone's going to go straight into the bowl here. Shady quite far behind. So it looks like the people on the second tire did have a bit of a boost to get going. Cheese blaming the Halloween track for cursing them. Potentially. That was a good track though. Worth it. So Zor cutting in there could get an early drop. A little bump for Minnie might help, just narrowly missing. The Zor and Minnie pulling in here. I think Zor's going to get the first drop. They are. Minnie just behind. Minnie also getting that middle shortcut, but going wide on it's going to hit the bumper. So that's our first time seeing the bumpers in action as they light up. Looks quite cool, but Minnie's going to get stuck. A nice little sound as well. Minnie bouncing back and forth there means Logan's going to come through, getting the shortcut route. So we're going to see this in action for the first time as well. Big boost there. It's quite a good shortcut to get into. Already down. Going the outside route there is going to avoid most of the holes, if not all of them. All of them will carry on through. A great run for Logan at the start of this race. So Kutsi coming through here in second is going to get the quicker route here. So is Boer in third. Getting pushed around. A little bit slower than before. So previously this was using boosters and it was very, very quick. But this is a bit more controlled. It looks quite good as well. It's very pleasing to watch. So Logan's still managing to make it down in first, heading down to the end of the first lap. Kutsi's going to come out in second. Quite a few people getting into that shortcut. Logan's going to be taking the outside route down there as well. School of Thugs, with a very good use of the shortcut there, will go flying up into second and hitting the next shortcut as well. Ooh, bad bounce there though. There was a chance there to chase down Logan. Not getting stuck there for too long though, as we see Shona coming through now in third. Quite a few people grouping up here. Zor's going to try and fly through. He's going to follow Stormy through the shortcut here. Snorker could get straight in the pipe here. They just need to tuck in. Very close there. Same with Nick. So Snorker does get in. So Snorker will be taking first. Nick following. It's a race down. Space Egg also dropping into the shortcut. Can they beat Snorker down as well? Cheese is excited to get last. So Snorker coming around the last couple of bends here. Nick also at the bottom of the spiral. Looks like Nick will come out in front. Will Space Egg be able to do the same? It's going to be close. Side by side with Snorker on the exit there. Nick crossing the line, taking the fastest lap. A very strong lap by Nick there. Space Egg would just get in front of Snorker here, then Logan dropping in behind, dropping from first to fourth. Snorker taking the fastest lap in third place. And Stormy coming through as well, gaining a few positions this lap. Then Budo, Baz and School of Thugs side by side here. So Dazza actually going through the shortcut there is going to take first. Doesn't look like anyone else will for now. They're going around the outside here. It's going to slow down a bit. As Snorker now makes their way down, they'll be going through the outside route as well, so they will not be gaining on Dazza. Mario and Space Egg in the left route. Space Egg actually pushing Mario over the wall there into the shortcut area, but into the bounces, so it's actually probably costing Mario more than it's helping. So Mario going back and forth here, maybe in some trouble. A lot of time loss is almost going back up the wrong way. Mini joining them now as Mario breaks out and is on the move once again. Nick taking the top route around there towards the holes. Snorker coming up as well. Let's see what happens to the bounce. Nick looking like they're going to be going around the outside route. Shona with a good bounce there will be taking the shortcut. Will be going into the spiral. Snorker will be doing the same. So Shona third, Snorker fourth, and Nick will be dropped down to fifth, potentially lower as Stanky and Wood both get into the spiral. Shady get into the spiral, and Mario get into the spiral. Logan, unfortunately, going around the outside will lose even more positions. While up at the front, Dazza is absolutely flying away with the lead. Look at all this space behind. Making amazing time up front. Shax with the better bounce there. Stanky's going straight through the middle. Can they get a clean run? Clean enough to get them positions. And is on the move. So you watch everyone else come through here. Shax is out. Nick is out. Shady going into the bumpers. Wood is through. Barto is through. Plenty more excitement to be had. So Barto getting hit by Shona there. Shona's going to take that spot, pushing Barto back. But Barto will get the shortcut here. Very big shortcut. Will push Barto from 10th up to 4th. Now also passing Snorker. Oh, what a bad bounce there. don't think they're going to make it stick, as Mini is already out the other side. Barto will be just behind Snorker on this exit. As TJ comes through to take a few positions there, moving them up from 6th to 2nd. That is a big gain. Then straight through the middle of the next area. Very clean indeed. TJ flying away into 2nd with a big gain away from 3rd. Cheese just in front of Skyline here. Crimson's going to be taking the top route. Jake, stuck on the bumpers, is now free and will be getting going again. Side effects, Demon and Dom fighting for position with Jake here, just outside of the point. So this is the battle for the points here. So we won't miss Daza crossing the line here. Seeing Cheese move. Oh, Cheese fighting with Burn Magic for positions on the leaderboard. We'll have to go and see what's going on with them in a minute. As Dazak crosses the line, there we go. In first, taking the win and the fastest lap. Shona currently going around as well. Further back here, Demon has moved up quite a few spots. Boer has dropped a few positions. So a strong battle going on for the points. So we see Shona coming through to take 2nd. TJ and SpaceX go around the outside here. 3rd and 4th. Mario down the spiral. This will be... No, I don't think it's going to be close enough. I was going to say this could be quite a close finish, but Mario won't make it down in time to compete with either of these. So TJ will be taking that 3rd spot. SpaceX close behind, but will not be enough to get into the top 3. Will take 4th. Barto going around the outside here is actually going to possibly drop some positions as Mini and Baz have gone through the spiral. Seeing the positions jump around down towards the top 20. Mario Hunter securing 5th. So some real battling going on at the bottom of the points. So it looks like Cheese, Carol and Magic are taking the slower route around the outside. This is a chance for Boer to gain some positions and some points back. Mini and Barto very close together here, but Mini is going to take 6th. Barto will take 7th. Baz coming through to take 8th. The people that have gone this slower route may be in trouble. Dom getting past Snorker. Stormy coming down as well. Andrew's going to cut in front. Nick taking 9th. Dom 10th. Snorker 11th. Andrew getting in front of Stormy at the end to take 12th. Stormy 13th. Magic Monkey 14th. Boer and Carol side by side. Cheese coming through now, dropping a few positions, but Carol will take 15th, Boer 16th. Cheese will at least take 17th. Losing a couple of positions on that slower route, but still keeping within the points. Then McWave, Demon taking 19th, Zor 20th, and that is it for our point positions. 10 laps on Aquamarine. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully a clean race once again, as everyone queuing up onto the first ladder on the first lap. So Shona, Barto and TJ being forced to the back there. So they drop down onto the first straight. Space Comet's going to be going around the outside, will clip the curb, but actually use that to get a better line through the corner. So Space Comet pushes up to 1st. Logan and Just in Time fighting for 2nd to actually push past Space Comet to take 1st. And just behind we have T-Dub, Westport, James, Diamond Swords, Ryder, Akane, Jake, Peskybird and Wood closely together fighting for position. Still a race for first here as they fly down the straight. Logan carrying a lot more speed here in the inside line, but a bad bounce there means Space Comet Just in Time will stay in front. So Space Comet holding the lead here. As we see the front runners heading down the quick straight here. Diamond Swords, Logan and Peskybird taking the same route. Buddo trying to come through, might be getting past Peskybird there. Diamond Sword with a bad bounce, Logan will take that spot back. Buddo will also take a spot, but with some contact, Diamond Sword will make their way back through. Peskybird also forcing their way past Buddo there. Space Comet waiting at the ladder. Just in time, not quite going to make it. So Logan coming down will get a bounce backwards. Diamond Swords is on, Bido is on, Logan is on, side by side. Diamond Swords using the bounce technique as well. We see Cutsy here just in time, looking to get past but won't quite. We'll get in front of Logan and James though. Alice in front of Nick and Quack. Then Crimson in front of Pesky Bird and Jake. Shax managing to get past Jake as well with that bad bounce. Then Westport, T-Dub, Mario, Skyline and Wood. And then we have our competitors trying to get up into the points just behind. So while everyone's spreading out a bit up at the front, we'll go and watch the mid-table runners coming through. So everyone grouped up together here. Big battle to try and get into the points. As we've lost Crimson. Crimson was in 6th. And with a bad bounce from the ladder, Crimson is off. So we're going to focus on this middle pack for the moment. See what happens with this battle for the points. So big drop there. Wood and Mario with a bad rebound. Means Boer's going to come flying through as Jake and Westport collide with Mario. Stanky is off. Boer flying through into 17th here. Wood dropping to 20th. Up to 19th. Westport now in 20th. Just clinging onto those points. Boer making another position up there. Past Baz. Baz looking to try and claim it back as they race down to the ladder. Boer with a bad bounce. That means Logan and Baz will jump on the ladder in front. Then Jake, Wood and Shax alongside. So we go down to the front here. We see Space Comet making their way down through the final corners of this race. Coming down to the finish line, a very strong race by Space Comet here. Very consistent, just holding that lead and takes the win. Then Diamond Swords will be taking 2nd ahead of James. As there's still battling going on for the middle of the pack. Logan is off on the final lap. Logan is off, pushing Boer and Wood up a position. Shax up a position. We see Bido coming through to take 4th, Nick 5th, just in time 6th, T-Dub 7th, Ryder 8th, Cheese 9th, Pesky Bird 10th, Baz 11th, Skyline 12th, Quack 13th, Cutsy 14th, Boer securing that 15th that they were asking for, Wood 16th, Alice 17th, Shax 18th, and securing the fastest lap, Jake 19th, and Mario 20th to make up our point scoring positions. And they make their way down to the ladder to start this race. So it looks like Akane is going to jump on in first. Everyone's going to pile up behind. So we're going to have a big fight for 2nd place here. This is 6 laps around this track. So Akane on the move. Down into the jump. Across clean. So the next row come across. Into the first corner quite hard. There is a barrier there to try and prevent people bouncing out. And then over the bridge here. This is one spot that people can fly out if they get a bad bounce into this bowl. Also there are a couple of people having trouble on the bridge. Westport and Dazza. Dazza's been set free. Westport now breaking free and hitting Shona in the bowl. So we'll see who will get down through the middle of the bowl first here. It looks like Crimson, no, Alice dropping down just in front of Crimson. So they're going to make their way up to the next bowl here. Crimson actually getting a straight route down. Going to drop to the next section already. Big bounce there. And up to the ladder in first. No one else close behind currently. And also we've lost Logan off the edge of this bowl. So Logan is our first DNF of this race. Just starting to see a few people drop down and making their way over to the ladder here. The little gap back to Dom and Nick. And it looks like we've lost McWave and Wood from this jump. So that is another 2 DNFs already. We'll have to keep an eye on people coming over this jump here. See if we lose anyone else. It looks like Akane is off after such a strong start. They've gone off on the jump. They've got Kitsy's School of Thugs is stuck in the obstacles. So they'll most likely end up a lap behind. Shax is making their way around the slower end here. That's coming out of the bowl onto the ladder. Zor with the fastest lap is taking a big lead here. But that has pushed Stormy in, so Stormy's dropping in just behind Crimson and Boer. That was a big position gain for Stormy. So they've moved up into a fight for third, potentially even second. If they can beat Zor down as well, they could actually get into first here. But it looks like Zor's going to drop down. Crimson's actually already dropped down. So Crimson now taking the lead away from Zor after that big that big lead they had. So Crimson making a big lead now. See Stormy coming over the jump in third. Carol is off in the background. Diamond Swords side by side with Stormy here. They'll be fighting for third coming off the ladder. So Stormy's going to get in the shortcut and take that from Diamond Swords, fortunately making that second jump as well, not dropping into this area which takes you to the ladder and slows you down. They're going to look to take this shortcut as well to gain some time on Zor. Bad landing though is going to slow them down. Crimson has freed School of Thugs, is making their way down, extending that lead even more. Then we have Nick, Andrew, Dom and Just in Time fighting side by side. Baz and Ryder fighting side by side with Quack coming through the outside. Skyline, Muffin, Mini, T-Dub, Side Effects, Space Comet. A big group here in the middle, all just fighting for positions. Barto, Mario, Shona, Jake. And then back a little bit to Space Egg, Stanky and Budo. It looks like TJ is off. Stormy with a good drop there, just missing the exit hole. But does drop in and takes first. Flying up to the ladder. Stormy moving into first there, will get on the ladder, securing that first place onto the ladder there. So that's a big gain by T-Dub. Oh, and Stormy has gone off and is floating on what seems to be a bit of a protective invisible wall there. So I think Stormy has gone off on this top bowl. So we'll have to see if that invisible wall ends. That obviously keeping people safe when they go over the bridge. But it looks like this could be a DNF for Stormy, unfortunately, after such a strong race. And T-Dub flying up into first. Space Egg second, Diamond Swords third, Zor fourth, Baz fifth. Looks like Stormy might be back on the move. Stormy is back on the track, fortunately falling off that protective wall, so they are back in the race. However, losing a lot of positions there, losing that massive lead. Shady 10th, Pesky Bird also a lap down. Mario Hunter is off. Cheese in 11th. So Diamond Swords dropping into the bowl here with a very good exit as well, making quick work of that bowl. Will take the lead here on today's race. Diamond Swords taking the win with a very good final few laps. Now Skyline will be looking to try and hold second, with Nick just behind, still holding the fastest lap point. Gets the drop in over Skyline as well, holding the fastest lap and taking second. That'll be a bonus point on top of a good high scoring point position. Skyline circling with Baz. Skyline will need to drop in soon. T-Dub just missing Skyline. Skyline drops in to secure third place. Baz securing 4th. Zor's going to steal a position from Tito, but falling off the track. Oh, they were a lap down, but Zor DNFing from this race. Thought they were coming through to steal that position there, but they were a lap down, so T-Dub does take 5th. Space are going to be dropping in to look at the 6th position, as they are off. So we'll see if anyone can make an early break here. Looks like Alice will be making a bit of a breakaway, but colliding there. Wood's going to break down the middle. Very strong route down the middle. Big early breakaway there. School of Thugs and TJ fighting for that 2nd spot. Magic Monkey just behind, then everyone is piling up further back. Oh, and it's a terrible start for the debut race of Beefcake, getting stuck. So of course the way these traffic marbles work is there is an invisible cone, and there's meant to be boosters on those cones to help you get around them, so you don't just collide with the ball itself. They almost swerve between them, but it looks like Beefcake has managed to balance on that perfectly. So a terrible end to the debut race for Beefcake. Meanwhile, Wood is trying to break away, but School of Thugs, TJ and Kutsi are gaining time. School of Thugs looking to make a pass on Wood here. They do. Space also flying through here to take the lead. Wood taking 2nd back, but can't quite make that push to 1st. Logan's come flying through here out of nowhere, up into 2nd. School of Thugs fighting with Logan for that 2nd position as you come through the first set of police barricades. Kutsi, School of Thugs going to the right, Logan going to the left, Wood going straight down the middle, little hop over the fallen barrier. So you head down to the front. It looks like TJ and James are gaining on Kutsi here to try and take that top spot. TJ over the jump, they're boosting towards the pipe. TJ is going to get through first. Kutsi just behind James, very close behind Kutsi there, and they'll be making their way back to the start. Kutsi getting slowed down, but they are off back to the beginning. Now the pack here fighting. Stanky got into some trouble there. A couple dropped down, actually. Were also dropping down. So it looks like there's a bit of a trick to getting a good launch. There's a little bump, otherwise you just slowly drop down and lose quite a bit of time. Side effects, losing some time with a bad bounce. So Logan trying to make a breakaway here. TJ looking to try and gain some time back. Good run there, but gets stopped at a barrier. Shona flying down the outside there. James also flying through on the right side of the track. Shona getting past Space Egg. Wood also making the pass, but on the right side of the track. So no collisions means they may get a better run here. No one to worry about in front of them. It's been a big gain for Cheese. Cheese is up into the top 10 as the pack is all piling up together. So up at the front as we go across the bridge, it looks like Logan and Wood will be fighting side by side for position here. Have to see how this plays out at the other side. Wood getting caught up in the pipe though. Quite bad there. Shona takes position, and then TJ got a bit too high there. So we'll follow these back to the start here. Wood having some trouble with the barrier though. Carol's going to go the opposite side and gain that spot back. Big battle here between Kutsi, James, TJ and Shona as Space Egg has flown off into the lead. James getting held up a bit, losing the pack. Woods got past that position there. Looking to now try and get past the group of Shona, TJ and Kutsi. So run, dodging the barriers this time, getting past all 3 of them. That was a big position, getting Shady coming through as well with a big position gain up to 3rd. So Wood going up into 2nd, Shady went up into 3rd but then lost those positions, getting blocked out by Kutsi and TJ there, meaning James is also rejoining that pack. Spacer getting held up quite bad here by the barriers, meaning Wood in the open space, making use of it now towards the end of the lap. Doesn't look like they are quite going to get past Spacek there as we come up to the pipe. It'll be about the entry here. Spacek gets a good entrance into the pipe, so does Wood. Boer's going to look around the outside, can't quite make the pass. So there's a big battle here for this second position and third position. Try and get into the top three just in time, moving up to second, dropping Wood down to third. Kutsi and Boer both still fighting, not being able to gain any positions currently. So a big battle here for crucial points. Demon still stuck. Doesn't look like they're going to get hit free anytime soon. And SpaceX is in trouble in that first spot. This could be a disaster. Snorker may be able to hit them free. If Snorker does not release SpaceX here, this will be a major position drop. Just narrowly missing them, meaning Kutsi is going to move up into first, just in time, moving up into second. TJ up into third. Can Wood hit SpaceX free here, or will they avoid them completely? Looks like they do give them a nudge, setting them free once again, but Boer is past, Shady is past. That's probably lost a little bit of time for Wood as well. So SpaceX dropping from first to sixth there. So just in time with the fastest lap, also in first, so that'll be some big points there for just in time. If they can keep hold of it. TJ coming through with the pass though. Just in time taking it back, it's going to hit another barrier. It's a big battle for first here. Then we've got a battle between Stanky and Kutsi going on. Budo, one of our back runners, could get in the way of Wood here. But Snorker, also a back runner, could cause some trouble for Shona. Boer and SpaceX are already battling each other for position. Then we've got Muffin, Space Comet, Zor, Quack, and of course back runner Barto. On the right side, Zor squeezing through in front of Quack. So Boer and SpaceX fighting for position there. Got Space Comet and Wood also fighting for position. SpaceX going to come through. Shona also gaining, Space Comet regaining on the right side. But here is our leader currently. Final lap, just in time leading and with the fastest lap. Will give Stormy a little nudge and set them free on their way past without costing any time there for just in time. Kutsi trying to get past Budo. Budo could cause some trouble for Kutsi here. TJ taking the left side once again to try and use that clean air or that empty space. Kutsi getting held up by the back runners. Stanky making a run, gaining a couple of positions there on the right side. Wood has managed to get themselves stuck where they get hit free. They do. Fortunately getting hit straight free by Shona, but do lose a couple of positions to Crimson and James. So a big group battling here in the middle of the pack. We've got Crimson, James, Shona, Stanky, Wood, Nick and Muffin all battling for positions here. Just behind we've got Space Egg, Boer, Side Effects and Shady. Potentially looking to make some big position gains. Wood getting stuck once again, but getting set free by the back runner Beefcake. So Wood having some trouble on this final lap, dropping quite a few spots. Boer will need to look to gain a few spots here after losing a few in the last couple of laps. There is a chance that with everyone fighting for positions, the people further back could make some gains. So it looks like just in time is already making their way back to the start. Just in time to see them come through the finish. So just in time will take the win here, currently holding the fastest lap as well. If anyone else can take that from them in this final lap to secure that fastest lap point. Budo is a lap behind, Snorker a lap behind. Let's see who is going to be the next person to drop down. It looks like it's going to be Kutsi first, Kutsi coming through in second. Just TJ in third, Quack just behind in fourth, and we've got Zor coming through in fifth. T-Dub a lap behind, Muffin taking sixth. Nick and James side by side, Nick a lap behind though, James taking seventh, Crimson with eighth. Stanky ninth, Side Effects 10th, SpaceX 11th, Shona 12th, Wood 13th, Boer 14th, Shady 15th. Skyline getting past Jake to take 16th, Jake 17th. Space Comet 18th. Then a big group here, Pesky Bird 19th and McWave just taking 20th there. Just managing to sneak through. Everyone else just outside of the points coming through now. And the lights are out and they are on the move. Straight to the ladder here, everyone queuing up quite neatly actually. And then they all crumble into a bunch. It's more like what I was expecting. So we have a group of 4 here. We have Beefcake, Barto, Demon and Nick side by side in that top spot. Then everyone else piling in lines together. Looks like Zor's going to be left out at the bottom though. They are on their own at the back here. As the first 4 drop off here, Beefcake will take the inside line. Probably the better line into this corner. It is a bit of a boost off Barto there. Demon will drop to 3rd, Nick in 4th of that group. To go down to the split, all going through the same way. Barto getting held back a bit though. You see Snorker, Dazza, Buddo just behind, then Magic, Alice, Logan, Ryder and Stormy. Everyone else piling further back. There's a battle going on for first here between Demon and Beefcake. Demon's going to push their way through and take the lead to come around the final corner of lap number 1. And across the ice here, down towards the finish for lap 2. So Beefcake actually pushing Demon off the ladder there, meaning they'll move up to that top spot. Demon getting joined by Dazza, Nick and Barto for the fight for second. Barto's going to make a pass on Nick, Demon making a pass on Beefcake. Barto with a bad bounce. He's going to take the inside the next line. A very good, what looked like a bad bounce into a very good bounce there, gaining all 3 spots, moving up into first. Demon's going to drop down to 4th. Very big battle going on here between the top 4. That pushback by Demon is actually meaning Logan has gained and is looking to try and take a position here. So race down towards the ladder. Big bounce by Dazza but not falling off. I think there is protection here to try and prevent that. So Demon actually managing to get down on time to join Beefcake and Nick on the top row. Then we have Barto and Alice just behind. Alice trying to gain on Nick here. Nick with a bad bounce, so Alice also with a bad bounce. Buddo's going to come through and push Alice, setting them free, but Nick's going to lose a few positions there. Beefcake heading down to the ladder, does rebound off. This could give Demon a chance to catch up, but they get a bounce as well. So Alice now coming through in 3rd. But a bounce means Boy and Buddo are actually going to come through here. Big position gains by both of them, moving up to the battle for 3rd. That allows T-Dub to try and put some pressure on, pinching Andrew against the corner. Andrew's going to keep trying to get past Buddo, but still not succeeding. That time losing the spot to T-Dub. Alice with a good line through there. We'll gain a few positions. T-Dub will take their spot back. Alice cutting in front of T-Dub and Buddo there. So Alice moving up to 4th. Buddo's going to try and come back. They do. T-Dub's going to take the inside line as well. But Alice getting the better bounce. It'll be a sprint down to the ladder for these. So a rebound for a bunch of them. Alice getting thrown into the air, missing out on the entrance on the ladder. Meaning Buddo, T-Dub, Barto and Mario will be side by side. Alice, Andrew and Nick 1 step below. Dom, Tokyo, Muffin, Stanky losing time. Ryder is off. Ryder is our first DNF of this race. They are off the track. Meanwhile at the ladder there is a bit of a queue as the front 3 didn't get on to the step in time, which means Barto and T-Dub have joined the race for first. Beefcake on the inside line, Barto and T-Dub going through the outside. A big collision there. Demon dropping to the back of that group. Beefcake to second, Bwer back up into first. T-Dub and Barto gaining a position each. Barto's going to get past T-Dub as well, looking to pass Beefcake, they do. Blocking Beefcake out. Barto also getting past Bwer. Some big moves by Barto on the start of this lap. So Beefcake trying to break away in the lead here. Alice up to third. Demon's going to make a lunge, but won't quite make it work. Beefcake getting stuck on the corner there. Barto's going to come through, pushing them backwards slightly, meaning Alice will also take advantage and take second, pushing Beefcake down to third. Demon's going to take the inside here, keeping Nick at bay. It looks like T-Dub is off the track. So Barto trying to make a runaway, absolutely breaking away in first. Choosing their timing perfectly here. This is the time to make the breakaway on the final lap. Behind there is a battle going on between Alice and Beefcake. Beefcake up second, pinching Alice backwards. Nick's going to get past Alice as well. Alice now dropping out of the top three. Boy, we've got Demon just avoiding that bump there. Boy hits it, means Space Comet's going to come through, giving them a push. Demon now looking to get a position from Alice. So a battle back there between Demon and Alice going into the final corner. But we see Barto coming down to finish the final lap of the race. And Barto takes the win here at Arctic Circuit. Beefcake takes second. Nick will be taking third. It's a drag race between Demon and Alice. It looks like Demon's going to just edge them out, taking fourth. Alice taking fifth. Space Comet coming through to take sixth. Then we have Mario just in front of Boyer here, taking seventh. Boyer in eighth. Andrew in ninth. Logan will take 10th. Pesky Bird 11th. Then Cheese coming through to take 12th. Then we have a bit of a battle going on here. Magic breaking away to take that 13th position. Snorker just ahead of Budo here. 15th, then 16th. No, 14th, then 15th, sorry. Dazza coming through to take 16th. Magic Monkey currently holding the fastest lap as well for that extra point. I hope everyone is ready, prepared, as we are off into the first corner. Bit of contact as everyone bunches up towards the back. There's a small pack making a breakaway up at the front. Ryder breaking away into the lead. Crimson looking at the inside line. Doesn't get any passes though. Wood just behind the group. Gaining here with the front pack. So this is where we start to see some obstacles. So Wood getting a good run through there. Getting up into the fight for first. Crimson coming through as well. Side by side with T-Dub. So Crimson's breaking out of that area first. And into the first of the bowls, followed by T-Dub. They've got Wood and Tokyo side by side. It looks like Ryder and Tokyo are the closest. Tokyo's going to drop in first, but swinging out wide on the second layer. Does manage to get through though before Ryder drops. Ryder also swinging out wide. Got James dropping down. Nick with a very good entry there. Shax's down. Space Comet down. So everyone's starting to power down. Our side effects going out wide. Baz doing the same. Cheese getting forced out there, struggling to get in. Wood losing a lot of positions here because of that contact in the bowl. And Barto dropping down last. And now down through the grassy zone. We've got James into third. Dom in trouble there, getting a bit stuck for a second. But they are on the move once again. Everyone piling up now. Could see some big position changes. Stanky getting a bit stuck. Stanky, of course, looking to try and grab some points here as they're currently in second on the standings. Jake currently holding first in the standings, but outside of the points, we'll be looking to try and grab some to keep that top spot. We've got Space Comet and Shax's in trouble, getting stuck on an apple each and not being freed. Jake also in trouble, won't be getting many points stuck there. Cheese coming through to free Andrew. Not quite setting Jake free though. This looks like it could be race over for Jake. Mario also in trouble in the background towards the start. That will be race over for Mario as well. We do have a longer DNF timer. It's 1.5 minutes for this race. Wood managing to get some positions back in that area as well. But everyone's still fairly close together here, fighting for these crucial points as we are coming to the end of Season 1. So Stormy now up to second. Tokyo is stuck. This could be a chance for Stormy to push through to first. They do. Stormy taking first here. Carol's going to be fighting for that position though. Stormy gets the better swing around into the bowl straight away. Zor just behind. Carol swinging wide. I mean, Pesky Bird will come through as well. Down to the ladder. Stormy with a perfect entry onto that ladder. Zor, Pesky Bird not so much. I mean, they're going to be side by side with Carol. So Stormy trying to make a breakaway in first. It looks like we have some problems back here. So while they're on the ladder, we'll go and see what is going on. So Space Comet stuck. Shady stuck. Skyline stuck. Cheese stuck. Side Effects stuck. Further back we have Jake still stuck. Magic also stuck. And Andrew stuck on an axe. So a few people stuck around the place here. Mario Hunter of course stuck quite close to the start. Pesky Bird and Zor. Pesky Bird getting stuck there. Getting pushed by Carol as well, making it worse. Dom having a bit of trouble as well, but not quite as much as Pesky Bird did. Pesky Bird losing a lot of time. Zor trying to gain on Stormy, but Stormy is already out and into the next bowl. And heading through to the next section. Going quite wide though, Zor getting some good bounces. A collision here could make a big difference. Pesky Bird almost sneaking straight into the hole. Wood almost doing the same. Wood bouncing up onto the ramp. This could be a good angle to get in it. It is. It's a brilliant route in. So Wood moving up from 12th to 1st. The big leap there. Westport very close behind. Stormy not dropping down yet. Having some trouble with everyone else coming into the bowl. Is slowing Stormy down. See Boer side by side with Zor. Stormy finally managing to make a breakaway just in front of Beefcake and Carol. But has moved from 1st down to 12th, hitting Zor. Boer getting carried up by Creeper and Beefcake will drop quite a few positions there. Carol getting pushed back by Tokyo. So Demon is going to take those 3 positions, so does Ryder. Tokyo just not quite in time. We'll get past Muffin though. As they head through the overgrown area. It looks like Crimson is in trouble here and has gotten themselves stuck. Will anyone set them free? So they are dropping positions very quickly. So those pushes are going to be very bad in terms of getting to the middle quicker. Dom already dropping down, gaining positions from 8th up to 4th. Looks like Ryder will as well, going from 8th. Stanky dropping in as well. Demon dropping in with a bit of a bump off Stanky. So they'll all move up a couple of positions here. Up at the front, it looks like we've got a battle forming between Pesky Bird and Westport. So this area, an interesting area this. So Westport actually got sent all the way back. This is where this bit gets interesting. So these boosters will send you backwards if you hit them. If you can get a good run through like Wood was getting there, you can try and dodge half of them, especially if you use someone else. Pesky Bird already breaking through. But there is a chance you can get sent all the way back. If you go off one of these boosters into another, your speed just builds up and you get sent all the way back. So Wood, it's going to take a second. Pesky Bird has got stuck. Pesky Bird is stuck up at the front, which means Wood could get up into 1st here. They do. Wood moving up into 1st. Dom coming through for 2nd. Stanky with a good run here, but gets sent back. Ryder's going to try and get through. It looks like they might know they're going to get pushed very far back. Stanky now coming through. Is going to hit Pesky Bird and actually set Pesky Bird free. So Pesky Bird's back on the move. Only dropping down to 3rd. Stanky just behind him 4th. Ryder 5th. Crimson getting sent back. So this area, Crimson getting sent very far back. See, this area can be punishing. So Demon going up to 6th, Westport 7th. So this area is where you can really gain and lose a lot of positions. Beefcake getting sent very far back. McWave also getting pushed far back. Dazza, Boer, Carol, lots of collisions going on. So a big mix up of the positions here. Stormy getting pushed by Shax there. Might be able to get a move on through. They do. They've got Shax and King Barto. I'd say Demon's probably also another one to keep an eye on. Oh, and as I've said that, Stanky's got stuck. Ryder's got stuck. Oh, the jinxing is strong. Pesky Bird has got stuck. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Demon's going to come through and also get stuck. But Westport is going to free them both. Westport coming through, the absolute hero, freeing 3 of our racers, but Ryder's just going to go and get themselves stuck once again, saying, no, I don't want to race anymore, I'm not going to move. I am going to stay right here. Demon making a better release from the pipe than Westport does. Stanky and Baz colliding and going all the way back down. T-Dub also falling, Muffin falling, having some trouble this time around with the pipe. Stanky's going to lose quite a few positions with that slip up there. Demon and Westport both getting stuck. Why is everyone getting stuck this time around? Everything's falling apart in the second half of this race. This space is going to come through, give Demon a push, setting them free once again. Westport still going to stay stuck. Demon pushing Space Egg into a stuck position, but they do get set free by Muffin and Stanky. Westport not looking good. This could be a race ending point for Westport unless someone can find a way to set them free. Stormy is up into the top 20 alongside Barto, and they've got themselves stuck on a banana. But Stanky could do with gaining some positions here. Demon also could do with a few position gains. Stormy is stuck with Zor. They both managed to get each other wedged, trying to fight through a gap. I thought Quack might be able to come through and save them, but Quack has got themselves stuck as well, which means it'll be up to Diamond Swords to free someone. Freeing Shona. Can either Shona or Diamond Swords, pushing Shona straight back in, a bit of a tease by Diamond Swords there, just setting Shona free and then wedge them in the next bit. So they've hit Quack free. Will Quack free anyone here? They will not. The collision is not enough. Stormy and Zord just arguing over that position there has got themselves both stuck together, and that will be a race over. Terrible way to end the race for them two. Wood getting squeezed by Magic. The bounce off the wall there, can they get a good entry into the middle? Big hit there is actually going to be bad for Wood, although that could have slowed them down. Jake got a lap behind. That would have been a really good entry if they were on the same lap as everyone here. TJ managing to squeeze through past Ryder, then Ryder drops down, Space Comet dropping down but a lap behind. Wood with those bumps, losing the positions just gained, having some trouble getting squeezed out by Magic. It's going to push Wood wider and wider, getting stuck with the pack. So everyone else is now starting to pile in. Stanky gaining a few positions, moving up to 8th. T-Dub having some trouble there, will lose a few positions. Barto trying to look at a chance to get into the points, but they've gone the slower side. Kutsi in trouble, has got themselves stuck. I think there's a slight touch by Tokyo, but T-Dub managing to set them free. Tokyo getting themselves stuck. T-Dub avoiding them. Muffin's going to push them free. So still some big battles going on for points here. Wood's going to squeeze past Carol there. Barto doesn't quite make it. Carol's going to try and squeeze past Wood again. Barto bouncing past both of them. Reverse boosty area once again. Dom getting a very good run there. Of course, this can totally ruin your race. Skyline is having some trouble. They are a lap behind anyway, but they're going to go back and push other people around. Dom with a good run through there, really good angle. If they can avoid that booster, they get a good bounce off it. Dom through safely. You see Alice coming through. Let's try and take second as TJ is having some difficulties. Alice now getting pushed back though quite far, is going to collide with a couple of people back up to the start. So Dom is going to absolutely fly away right now, while everyone else struggles to get through this area. So TJ maybe able to get through here. Oh, that bounce though. That nudge by Skyline may help. Nope, TJ is still struggling, hitting all the boosters. TJ going all the way back, hitting School of Thugs on the way, hitting a bunch of people on the way, creating a massive pile-up back up at the start, but that is a big loss for TJ. Alice is out the other side, so Alice will take second, just in time. Oh no, Baz third, just in time fourth. Buddo fifth, TJ dropping positions. T-Dub getting hit by Ryder. Ryder sixth. T-Dub seventh. Not good at all for TJ here. See Kutsi 8th, Demon 9th. Demon getting past Kutsi. We're still not seeing TJ come through. This could be... Oh, there is TJ. Moved down to 17th, only just staying in the points. Beefcake 18th, Wood 19th. As we approach the end of the race, it looks like Dom will be our winner for our longest race of the season. A very good performance by Dom, especially in this final lap, as they cross the line, take the win. Dom secures that victory. Second looks like we'll go to Alice. Baz very close behind. Bit of a bounce there, but Alice takes second, actually taking the fastest lap from Dom, so Alice will get an extra point for that. Then just in time coming through in fourth, Buddo in fifth. Ryder will come through in sixth. T-Dub to take seventh. Got a race down here. Demon just in front of Kutsi will take eighth. Kutsi ninth. Crimson 10th. School of Thugs 11th. Stanky will take 12th. McWave will sneak in front of Spacek there to take 13th. Spacek 14th. Tokyo 15th. Beefcake. I think we must have missed TJ and Muffin there. So TJ 16th. Muffin 17th. Beefcake 18th. Shax managing to just beat Wood to the line with 19th. Wood taking the last point position in 20th. A little bit too slow there, but there we go. We've actually got a proper go time here. Let's go into the final race. Everyone is on the move and everything seems to be working. Probably shouldn't say that too soon. Gonna jinx the whole race this time. So down to that first bowl to be landing in. Let's see who has made it out of there. So we have Kutsi in the lead, Spacek just behind, Space Comet following, then we have Boer, Andrew and Tokyo. Space Comet dropping down to 4th, Pesky Bird looking to try and get a pass on Boer here but collides with them instead. Stanky actually up into 6th, Boer getting a drop through the shortcut. Andrew's going to do the same, Stanky just missing out on it. Means Just in Time could get in. Just in Time getting in now in front of Stanky. Big move for Just in Time. Wood just bouncing over. Cheese managing to drop down. So it's a big move for Just in Time for season points. Moving up to 2nd, just behind Boer. Got Diamond Swords behind Tokyo, dropping in front of James, but James carrying more momentum into the corner will get that position back. Magic with a bad bounce. James is going to get the pass into the next set of bumps. We're finding the most awkward way to go through, but with some help from Just in Time, stays moving. But Just in Time does take that position. Both Just in Time and Blur going down the left side. So is everyone behind Magic choosing the right path. It looks a bit clearer, no one in the way, but a bad roll. Tokyo is going to come give them a bump to help them out. Meaning they could pass James here, which they do in the runnings. Don't see anyone dropping into the shortcut currently. Everyone going through the outside routes, which are a bit more clear. There has been a pile up down one of the big bumps as Beefcake has started a wedge with Baz side by side. Eventually managing to get free with the help of Carol. T-Dub dropping a few spots and Skyline way at the back. So now down to the front. Has anyone managed to get through the pipe? This is probably one of the most important shortcuts to get. Looks like Space Comet and Muffin do. Got Alice fighting with Burt and Tokyo up at the front. Just in time dropping positions. We see the pack making their way through the first set of bumps. Just in Time has dropped to 17th, does have the fastest lap. Side Effects is outside of the points. Mario has managed to get stuck. So unless they get knocked free, that could be race over for Mario. Boy in second, Tokyo third, Space Comet fourth, McWave fifth, Akane sixth, then Westport, King Barto, Quack losing some momentum. Will they be able to make it around the corner or are they going to get stuck? It looks like they're going to start rolling backwards. Not good for Quack on this slow bend. So we're going to head over to the people up at the front as there has been some position changes. So McWave now in the lead, Alice dropping down to 5th. Akane in second. There's some big changes with the help of this shortcut pipe, clearly. So down to the next shortcut opportunity. Cheese actually dropping through, we see there. So up at the front. Oh, everyone's getting stuck on this corner here. There's a big pile up. Not a lot of momentum carrying people through, with a lot of people getting held up. Some big bumps. This isn't looking good for Alice or Boers. They're a bit further back. They must have got bumped backwards as everyone piled up into that corner. There is the risk of fighting for positions in that set of corners. With everyone else being so spread out, it doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to bump them free. They need someone to get a bump on them from behind. Alice getting knocked slightly, but just further into the corner. This could be race over for Boer and Alice. McWave having some trouble in the pipe here. We're just going to go over the top. With a collision there, gets the better run. Nick with an even better run, getting through the inside. So Wood up to 11th, Comet trying to break away in first. Logan a lap behind, will slow Magic down, allowing Cheese to try and make a lunge up the inside. Don't quite make it. Side Effects getting into the shortcut with a rebound there. Moving them all the way up into second place. So a big move by Side Effects. So up to the next shortcut opportunity, Dom gets the drop. That will move Dom up to second. Cheese getting a drop as well, could move up to third. So we only just see Side Effects making their way down now. But they do have a better line. But Cheese carrying more speed will keep that position. Take that position from Side Effects. So Dom up to second, Cheese up to third. It looks like Demon has got themselves stuck and wedged against one of the bumps. So Space Comet already coming down to the next lap. A good strong lead. Dom in second, Cheese in third, has got themselves stuck. Magic's going to come through, Side Effect's going to come through. Cheese is going to remain stuck as Barto comes past. Westport taking the other side is going to avoid any contact with anyone that is stuck. Spacer coming through, Ryder through. Will anyone be able to free cheese? It is currently not looking very hopeful. Diamond Swords freeing Demon and then using that to drop down into the shortcut. So Diamond Swords will gain some good positions here. Cheese has been set free by Shax, and Shax is going to use that to take the shortcut. But we still have a couple of laps to go. Well, one lap to go after this lap, I should say. So now Diamond Swords now out of the top 20, so that is thrown away. So seeing a few people get some drop downs through this shortcut. But will we see any of our season contenders? So we see Stanky back there, still not in the points. Carol is our last point position. And that is over here. Though fighting with Wood. Carol's going to get a drop down there and actually gain a few positions. Meanwhile, Shax going into the bowl for the last time. Don't think there's enough time for anyone to take that top spot now, even with that shortcut. Shax going down the straight will take the win on our final race of the season. James second. Space Egg fighting with Magic, but Space Egg will get in front of Magic there. So James coming through for second, Space Egg third, Magic fourth, still holding the fastest lap. Westport fifth, Nick sixth. Still no one going through that shortcut. Shady seventh. Barto racing down with Side Effects. We'll get 8th, Side Effects 9th, Cheese 10th. Akane 11th, Kutsi 12th. Carol just beating T-Dub to the line. 13th and 14th, Ryder 15th, Zor 16th, Demon 7th, no Demon not 17th, Demon is a lap behind. Zor 16th, Tokyo 17th, Mini 18th. A race here down to the line. They are back runners, so Baz 19th. And Beefcake is going to take 20th as we see McWave go off in the background. Our season winner is Just in Time. Just in Time takes season 1, takes the victory in season 1, only just. So big round of applause in chat for Just in Time taking the win of the first season. Big congratulations there. We'll go over to the leaderboard very soon to view all of the standings. Here are the final standings after that race, and the final standings for season 1. Just in Time taking the top spot by 1 point. Jake not managing to secure any points, finishes in second. Stanky in third. But that is it for this race. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for your support through season 1. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.